headquarters, the Oasis Lounge at the Ramada Plaza. They've got the NFL package. The Oasis Lounge is open 7 days a week and opens at 10 a.m. on Sundays with food and drink specials just for football. The Oasis Lounge inside the Ramada Plaza in Sheridan.
Hi, this is Elizabeth.
And JT with EBIA Hearing and Sound. Hearing well is living well, and we're here to help.
Not only are we able to provide premier hearing aid technology with Bluetooth and AI, but we can address the environment in which you are hearing.
Our sound consultation services tailor solutions to fit your needs. Whether at work, at church, or at home, if you're struggling to hear, we can help.
Call EBIA Hearing and Sound today, 674-8920. That's 674-8920.
You have a new prescription to be filled, but where should you go? Hi, this is Vandalyn Meyer with Hospital Pharmacy West. Visit us and see what a local hometown pharmacy is like. Keeping all your prescriptions in one place makes it much easier for you, and knowing your medication history helps our pharmacists answer your questions. We look forward to seeing you at Hospital Pharmacy and Hospital Pharmacy West.
Hometown pharmacy, hometown care at Hospital Pharmacy West.
When it comes to printed, embroidered, or promotional product needs, there's only one choice in and around Sheridan County. That's Kilpatrick Creations on Brundage Street in Sheridan. Our knowledge and experience puts us ahead of all others. Our expertise guarantees you a quality and affordable product each and every time. Our pricing is fair and consistent, our garment selection is extensive, and our quality is unmatched. So for your next screen printed, embroidered, or promotional product order, go straight to the experts at Kilpatrick Creations. Remember, we're here to make you look good.
Touchdown Bronx! Touchdown Bronx!
Jack, what are you doing? The neighbors can hear you.
With all the touchdowns the Bronx are going to make this year, I felt I needed the practice. You know, we both like to give our best when given a helping hand.
That's right. We're always willing to give a helping hand to our clients when it comes to buying or selling their property. We even do a free market analysis to anyone that calls.
Our clients score a touchdown whenever they work with us at Best Real Estate eXp Realty.
Call Kathleen and Jack and get ready to pack at 307-763-1249.
The law offices of Chapman, Valdez, and Lansing has offices in Sheridan and Casper ready to protect the freedoms and rights of the citizens of Wyoming. Michael Lansing, McCole Soto, and Wade McCool provide competent local legal counsel focused on small businesses, real estate transactions, guardianships, employee protections, and personal injury. Michael, McCole, and Wade will aggressively, timely, and ethically protect your rights 24/7. Proud to support all local youth activities.
And welcome back, everyone, as we continue to roll here. Coming up in just a few minutes, we'll hear from Kevin Coyle. He's got the history minute for tonight's matchup between the Sheridan Bronx and Laramie Plainsmen. Look, great history between the two schools over the last, several decades. And Kevin will give us the rundown. Also, we'll hear coming up a little bit later on as well from Bronx head coach Jeff Mowry. So stick around. That's a few minutes away. Let's take a look at tonight's 4A football matchups. We're all kicking off at the same time, and we'll just run down the seeds. The Sheridan Bronx, the only undefeated team in 4A during the regular season. The Bronx, the number 1 seed, taking on the 8 seed Laramie tonight. The number 2 seed is Cheyenne East. They are hosting the 7th seed Rock Springs, and a couple of other interesting matchups tonight. There are 2 other games interesting, one of them in particular. The 3 seed is Natrona County. They are hosting Campbell County tonight, and the 4-5 matchup looks to be the interesting one. The 4 seed Cheyenne Central is hosting the 5 seed Thunder Basin. Big matchup, semifinals next week, and then coming up in couple weeks from now, we'll all be down in Laramie, hopefully, as we'll be down there for state championship weekend. But we got to play these games first. Bronx and Laramie coming up tonight. Kevin Coyle joins us as we continue on the pregame show.
First Federal Bank and Trust formed in Sheridan in 1935 as a financially stable community bank. We strive every day to support and improve the lives of our staff, customers, and communities. Currently, we have some great certificate of deposit specials. We are also assisting you with an increased online savings rate that you can easily open online. First Federal strives to maximize your earnings. We have been your community bank since 1935. First Federal Bank and Trust. Online at efirstfederal.bank. Member FDIC.
Take advantage of Jeep Adventure Days this month at Sheridan Motors. From the open road to the Bighorn Mountains, Jeep is always ready for the ride. Visit Sheridan Motors at 3270 Wrench Drive and check out our all-new Jeep inventory, accessories, gifts, and more. Premium 2022 Jeep vehicles are in stock now, with even more coming soon, so don't miss out. Excellent financing and special incentives may be available to those who qualify. Come see what Jeep Adventure Days is all about at Sheridan Motors.
Brand identity is an integral part of your company. It's how the public views your organization and relates to your business. The folks at Alpha Graphics are experts in helping you grow your brand through strategic and consistent marketing plans. Their goal is to help you get noticed and get business. Go to alphagraphicssheridan.com to request a quote today, or stop by their new location at 2266 North Main Street in Sheridan.
Planning a project that requires block, brick, or stone? You need to contact the folks at Thompson Master Masons. They have the largest selection of brick and stone in town and 38 years of experience behind their work. Chances are, if it could be done, they've done it. Let Thompson's help you choose the best application for your specific project. Residential or commercial, give Thompson Master Masons a call, 672-7971. Or stop by their showroom at 135 East 11th Street.
Do you have family coming to town and not enough room in your home to accommodate them? Book them a room at the Candlewood Suites in Sheridan. They'll enjoy features like fully equipped kitchens that include a microwave, full-sized refrigerator, dishwasher, stovetop, even pots and pans, and free guest laundry. Did I mention the outstanding views of the Bighorns? Book your reservation with the Candlewood Suites and relax knowing they'll feel right at home. Call the Candlewood Suites 307-675-2100.
Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center of Wyoming is proud to welcome fellowship-trained sports medicine surgeon Dr. Daniel Lichty to their world-class team. Whether you're an athlete or wanting to continue your active lifestyle, Dr. Lichty proudly offers a full spectrum of bone, joint, and muscle care to help you stay strong. Visit BHOSC.com to learn more. Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center of Wyoming, specializing in what moves you. Now open in Sheridan at 1301 Avon Street, Suite A at the Burton Flats.
The Wyoming Way. Living in the 307 is close to heaven, and the home we love is made all the better when we take care of our neighbors. When you bank with the Bank of Sheridan, your money stays here, working in our community as hard as you do. We offer great rates and service, and all loan decisions are made locally. You work hard out there. Let us do the same for you. Stop by today and experience the local difference. It's the Wyoming Way. BuffaloFed.Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For Sheridan Media Sports, I'm Kevin Coyle with your Sheridan County High School football history report for the first round of the playoffs of 2022. Information provided by Wyoming-football.com. For Laramie at Sheridan, this game kicks off at 6 p.m. Sheridan won the first meeting between the two teams in 1911, while Laramie got its first win in 1941. Laramie leads the overall series 43-42, including Sheridan's win earlier this season. And Sheridan has won the last 18, outscoring Laramie 736-121 in the process, and has won 19 of the last 20. Laramie's last win was in 2005 at Sheridan. In the postseason, Sheridan leads 4-2. As far as games at Sheridan go, Sheridan leads the series 24-17 and has won the last 9 times and is 2-0 at home in the postseason. The two teams last met in the postseason in 2013. Sheridan's longest winning streak versus Laramie is the current 18-game streak that started in 2006, while Laramie's longest winning streak versus Sheridan is 10 from 1968 to 1979. Sheridan has shut out Laramie 10 times, the last being last year, while Laramie has shut out Sheridan 9 times, the last in 1986. Sheridan's largest margin of victory versus Laramie is 57 last year, 57-zip, while Laramie's largest margin of victory versus Sheridan is 59 in 1964, 59-zip. The most points that Sheridan has scored in a game versus Laramie is 57 last year, 57-zip, while the most points that Laramie has scored in a game versus Sheridan is 59 in 1964, 59-zip. The two teams have never had a game versus each other go to overtime. With your Sheridan County High School football history report, I'm Kevin Coyle for Sheridan Media Sports.
One season, 2 halves, 4 quarters, 1 halftime, 1 final whistle. A season of memories to last a lifetime. Don't let distractions turn those memories into tragedies. Texting while driving is a dangerous distraction. Sending or reading a text takes your eyes off the road for 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving the length of an entire football field with your eyes closed. Whether you're driving to the game or down the court, YDOT reminds you to stop the texts and stop the wrecks.
Paid for by YDOT Federal 402 funding. Are you looking to expand your operation, purchase a new building, or get that business idea of yours off the ground? Hi, this is John Dick with First Bank of Wyoming. For all those business projects, big and small, we can help. Our decisions are made locally, and we're here for you every step of the way from concept to completion. Let's get started today. Stop by our office at 1470 Sugarland Drive, Suite 2, or give us a call at 672-1733. First Bank of Wyoming, division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you have employees coming to stay for an extended time in Sheridan, make them feel at home with a room at the Candlewood Suites. These extended stay rooms feature fully equipped kitchens, including a microwave, full-sized refrigerator, dishwasher, stovetop, even pots and pans, and free guest laundry. Did I mention the outstanding view of the Bighorns? Book your reservation with the Candlewood Suites and relax knowing they'll have more than just a room. They'll feel right at home. Call 307-675-2100.
Cool evenings mean it's time to get ready for those colder days ahead. How do your corrals look? Farmers Co-op has the panels and other fencing materials to get them fixed. Are your bunks in good shape? Farmers Co-op can help you with those as well. Need to order some livestock vaccines? Yep, Farmers Co-op is the place. Whatever you need to get your place in shape for the cold months ahead, you'll find it at Farmers Co-op, owned by those they serve at 1450 Coffeen Avenue here in Sheridan.
Fremont Motors Sheridan Ford is one of the largest Ford dealerships in the state of Wyoming. They have a large selection of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs for sale. Stop by Fremont Motors Sheridan Ford to order your new Ford Bronco or Ford truck. Their experienced sales team are there to help. When you shop Fremont, you can count on them to deliver an exceptional dealership experience from start to finish. Visit FremontMotorsSheridan.com or stop by 1658 Coffeen Avenue.
WWC Engineering is a multidisciplinary professional firm specializing in civil, site, environmental, and land development, mining, oil and gas, and so many more services. Winter puts the brakes on many types of construction work. A well-executed project requires detailed planning, which can take months. Get yourself prepared. The winter is a great time to survey your upcoming projects for the spring. WWC Engineering will be there to take on your toughest jobs. Call 672-0761 or visit WWCEngineering.com. Well, Jeff, as you get your guys ready to go tonight, the second season is here, and undefeated regular season, hitting that goal and getting the number 1 seed in the home field advantage to the playoffs. Well, now that's all doesn't matter now, does it? Because it's single elimination, and I don't care who you're playing when your season's on the line. This is when this is big boy football now.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Trevor. It was a tremendous regular season. Our guys are incredibly proud of what they've done, and they should be. That at the same time, celebrate until Monday, and that's what we did. As we talked about on Monday, it doesn't matter that we're 9-0 now. It's we have the same record as everybody that we're going to play, and it's win or go home. And so, really got to come to play every single night.
This team's been amazing this year, and it's one of those teams that early in the season, for me anyway, not knowing exactly what kind of a squad this was going to be, because we knew that that Colson Kuhn was back, and we knew that, and it was just a lot of new guys out there. Knew there was going to be a little team speed when you had Dane out there and those guys, and so we knew that they would take care of themselves, but everybody else filled in and they ran the table. I think it's really been a tremendous season for the program.
Yeah, coming into week 1, we have a starting quarterback that had an ACL surgery a year ago. Our second running back was in the same boat. Taryn Groom's in the same boat. And we've had multiple other injuries throughout the year. And guys just continue to step up. And I think that's one thing going on right in our program right now. The next guy up believes they can go get it done. And they've shown that throughout the year. And we've had some injuries and some guys go down. Dylan Bennett, our most experienced lineman, goes down in week 1, first series. And other guys just step up. And we are incredibly proud of what they've done and accomplished this year, and excited to see what they can continue to do.
I think one of the things I really like about the way they got it done is 4 unbelievable ball games.
Yep.
And they were all victories And that shows you a lot when you can get into these battles with really good teams and the games are going down into the last minute or the last seconds, and you come out on top and go 4-0 against those teams. That's impressive.
It was exciting to see that, and it happened right in week 1. Cheyenne Central brings a great football team to town, and a lot of people said, where do you think they're going to finish? And I said they're going to be top 5, and here they are. Top 5, definitely battling with Thunder Basin this week in the 4-5 matchup, and they're a tremendous football team that runs the ball well and plays physical defense. And in week 1, we came out on top at last second, get a field goal and finish just 3 points ahead of a very good ball club. And then, we continue to ease Thunder Basin and Natrona County all give us great games. And our guys continue to battle for 4 quarters. And, I think it shows our guys can battle, but it also shows our kids that our margin of victory is not very big. And we've got to come to play every single week.
And see, I guess that's the great thing. You're going to have to stay focused for 48 minutes.
Yep.
I mean, the focus has got to be there.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And in those games, it was great to see us win, but it's also our kids realize that, we didn't beat a team because we're much better than them. We beat a team because we executed at the right times, and we've got things that we've got to clean up. If we want to be able to beat that team again, which is going to be incredibly challenging for any of those teams, if we want to beat them again, we've got to be on point every single play, every single practice, we cannot take a down off, we cannot take a practice off, because those teams have circled that date back on their calendar, and they want us back.
And you've been on that side of the fence too, where you're getting ready to play somebody that knocked you off during the regular season. And for the most part, I will say this, and it's going to be a feather in the cap of the program, been a lot of years the Broncs have come out on top of those matchups.
Yeah.
And sometimes for championships.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Trevor. It's hard to beat a good team twice, and you've got to have that extra motivation. And sometimes, a Cheyenne East or something like last year, we had that extra motivation. They got us a year ago, and so we said, what, there's the standard. We've got to go get it. And there's that motivation of being a number 2 or a number 3 that you've got to say, hey, we're not number 1. You've got to keep working. And so a little bit different this year, and we are sitting in the number 1 seed, which is a great spot to be. But we've got to understand that we've got to go get better every single day, because if we stay where we're at, those other teams are going to come get us.
Let's talk about the opponent tonight. This is a Laramie team. You played them in week 3 and won big against them, 55-6. But again, when it's single elimination, and I think the kids and the coaches do a great job of being able to put that away and get ready to play this team and take it seriously and respect the game.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Trevor. We've got to go out and get better. And whatever happened the first time we play them, it doesn't matter now. They're coming to here. They've got nothing to lose, just like us, and they're going to give it everything they've got. We've got to be aware of everything that they've done in the past and expect them to do something a little bit different to take advantage of something that we do. And so, we beat them handily in the first round, and some things went our way early on. We had tremendous field position. We've got some turnovers, and we got some, in that rainstorm, we're able to score in the red zone and put points on the board, and they kind of let off the gas. And so we can't expect that same thing to happen. They're coming up here, and they're going to give us everything we got, and we've got to be able to go out and execute from the very, very beginning and try to get points up early.
Knowing their coach a little bit, does it concern you at all that, and I guess that you might see a lot of trick plays, or I think you just have to be ready for anything this week, and the kids will have to be ready for it too.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and he's not afraid to run multiple formations, a jet sweep pass, a hook and ladder, a flea flicker. All those things are in the ball game, and what we've got to do is really understand our keys. Am I a run fit guy, or am I a pass guy first? And if I'm a pass guy, especially on the defensive end, if I'm a pass guy, then I've got to trust the 8 or 7 in front of me to do their job, and I've got to do my job. And if we try to do too much, that's when we get ourselves in trouble. So really just understanding our role and trusting everybody else to do their job, we'll be in a good spot.
The first time you played against this coach a couple of years ago, they onside kick to open the game.
Yep.
You got to be expecting that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And we've seen it a couple times in the last few weeks. We saw it last week against Campbell County, and we saw it out in Natrona County. People don't want to kick to us. And if there's a chance for them to get some momentum, then they're going to do it. And we've got to, we can't put our hands team out there and then give ourselves poor field position. We've got to have our kickoff return team, but our front wall has got to be ready and expect that, because we've seen it the last few weeks, and got to be ready for everything here.
How much do you show this week? I know that football coaches are notorious for that. You don't want to show a whole bunch, so as we move through the playoffs, other teams are getting a look at your stuff.
Yeah, there's a good point to that, because we're trying to position ourselves correctly to go as far as we can. And at the same time, we've got to win this game. And so we're going to show as much as we need to do to get through this game. And whatever is going to get us through week one, we'll do it. And if it means pull everything out, then that's what we're going to do. And if we have to pull everything out, then we've got more work to do next week. And so whatever happens tonight, Trevor, we're going to do whatever we can to win this ball game, because there's nothing else. If we go down this game, then we don't have a next week.
I looked at it this way too. A lot of the times, the changes we see as the season progresses is not necessarily for everybody. You'll do game planning for East.
Yep.
This team, this Laramie team, for Thunder Basin, for Natrona County, based on what, offensively anyway, based on what their defense is like, you will game plan that way. So that's why sometimes we see some different things. It's not necessarily we're throwing the trick stuff at them.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Trevor. Huddle and film and video has changed the game of football. And now we can share film to our kids on their phone. We can receive it on our phone. We can watch videos right now if I wanted to while I'm speaking with you on my phone. And so really, depending on the team, they have different strengths and weaknesses, and we have different strengths and weaknesses. So we've got to capitalize on our strengths and put them in positions that are going to, expose their weaknesses. And so depending on teams and depending on personnel, we change week to week. And you're exactly right. Offense, defense, special teams, we have a little bit different scheme based on the team we're playing.
Okay, before I let you go and before we kick this thing off, what's the biggie this tonight? What are a couple of the big things that you like to remind the kids about?
One of the big things we hit all week, Trevor, was on the road, we say we've got to get off the bus and have a fast start. And we're not on the road this week. So when we cross that bridge and we come out on to the great home fans, we've got to come to play. And we've got to, from the very first kickoff, we've got to get off the bus. And we've got to cross that bridge and with our hair on fire. And we've got to play fast from the very first kick. And we've got to get going right away with physicality and speed. We got to get going from first kick.
Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Trevor.
First Federal Bank and Trust formed in Sheridan in 1935 as a financially stable community bank. We strive every day to support and improve the lives of our staff, customers, and communities. Currently, we have some great certificate of deposit specials. We are also assisting you with an increased online savings rate that you can easily open online. First Federal strives to maximize your earnings. We have been your community bank since 1935. First Federal Bank and Trust. Online at efirstfederal.bank. Member FDIC.
And away we go. Next, it's going to be the Bronx Laramie as we open up the playoffs here at Homer Scott Stadium. Stick around. We'll be back for the starting lineups and kickoffs right after this.
The share it with a friend deal, even if that friend is yourself. Your McDonald's, your rules.
There's a deal for every friendship at McDonald's. Right now, buy a Big Mac, 10-piece chicken McNuggets, or a quarter pounder with cheese, and get the second one for just $1. And pair them with one of our frozen drinks, like the new Fanta Blue Raspberry. Price and participation may vary. Valid for product of equal or lesser value. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Do you love what you do? Well, I do. Hi, this is Jill Bates with Best Real Estate. I have the pleasure of working with many amazing people every day, assisting them with the next chapter, whether buying or selling. Real estate is not just looking at pretty homes. There are lots of hoops, steps, and challenges to overcome, and people to coordinate to achieve a successful closing. We don't expect you to know what to do. You don't do this every day like we do. Let me and my outstanding and caring team at Best Real Estate be your guide and make the start of your next chapter a success. Give us a call today, 675-BEST. As always, make it a great day.
Brokered by EXP.
Are you thinking about going to college, but you're not sure where to start? Sheridan College is here to help guide you every step of the way. Stop by anytime, Monday through Friday during business hours to meet with an enrollment expert and get your questions answered about financing, whether to go full or part-time, degree programs, and more. With over 50 programs to study, they truly have something for everyone. Find out more at sheridan.edu.Sheridan College. Begin your journey.
There's a lot of hype about mortgage interest rates right now, but like sports, we can be working on your preseason mortgage game. This is Autumn Showtime Morris with Homestar. If you want the best rate when you're ready for a home loan, let's make sure everything you need is in place to get that win. I will personally help you every step of the way. Stop by and see us. We are located behind Bison Union Coffee Company at 30 Cornell Plaza. Find us online at homestarfc.com. Homestar, your easiest way home.
Wyoming Corporate Office is the trusted business choice behind thousands of businesses. Whether it's business formation, payroll, corporate paperwork, mail scanning service, or small business phone service, Wyoming Corporate Office powers over 100,000 businesses worldwide and locally. This makes Wyoming Corporate Office the state's largest business-to-business service provider, located right here in Sheridan, Wyoming. If you're drowning in corporate paperwork looking for someone with an unmatched experience that cares and wants to be your partner in making your business successful, trust that Wyoming Corporate Office can help you focus on what makes your business tick. Learn more today by visiting WyomingCorporateOffice.com.
The Sheridan County 1 cent optional tax is on the ballot November 8th. Many public projects in Sheridan County are paid for in part by 1 cent funds. Some of these projects include funding for parks and recreation, funds for facilities projects for seniors, public health, and more. As our county continues to grow, we need to stay proactive with our planning and development. This is Doris Muller with ERA Carroll Realty, and we ask you to vote yes on the Sheridan County 1 cent tax.
Loans can help people when they need money. Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union makes loans. So does that mean Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union helps people? You bet it does. That's what it's all about. When you're a credit union member, that means you're also an owner. And practically anyone in the Sheridan area can be a member by becoming a customer. At Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union, located at 141 South Gould, member NCUA, equal housing lender.
I scream, you scream, we all scream, it's almost Halloween! So stop into Bomber Mountain Nutrition and try one of their Halloween-themed drinks like Cauldron Energy, Spooky Smoothie, or one of their great pumpkin-spiced options. And don't miss out on the Halloween specials next week. From shakes, real fruit smoothies, energy drinks, Manchester Street coffees, protein-packed drinks, to pre- and post-workout drinks. You can also turn any smoothie or shake into a protein-packed bowl or waffle. Look for updates on Facebook and Instagram and order delivery on DoorDash. Or come into Bomber Mountain Nutrition at 41 East 1st Street.
WWC Engineering is a multidisciplinary professional firm specializing in civil, site, environmental, and land development, mining, oil and gas, and so many more services. Winter puts the brakes on many types of construction work. A well-executed project requires detailed planning, which can take months. Get yourself prepared. The winter is a great time to survey your upcoming projects for the spring. WWC Engineering will be there to take on your toughest jobs. Call 672-0761 or visit wwcengineering.com.
This is Troy Baker with Hammer Chevrolet, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back. Good evening, everyone. Trevor Jackson and Ryan Parker with you on 1410 KWYO and 106.9 FM, and also our live web stream at SheridanMedia.com as we get ready to get the playoffs underway. And away we go. And, you know, we can talk about cliches and all that stuff, Brian. And the thing about we always talk about football when you have number one seed like the Bronx are, and they deserve it. They were the only team in 4A to go undefeated. You've got the 8th seed in Laramie here, but you know what? Here's the cliche. Laramie, they got nothing to lose. The Bronx have a lot to lose, so that's where the mental game starts.
You're absolutely correct. You know, tonight starts a new season. You know, there's 2 teams that didn't get to play this weekend in the 4A, so anybody, you made the tournament, so you have a chance.
I know what the coaches told the kids. It's like, look here, you don't perform tonight, you turn your gear on Monday.
Exactly.
And so that's the pressure. Here's the thing, though. If the Bronx are going to get the ball first, they won the coin toss, they're going to get the ball first. You got to put it on these guys right away. They won 55-6 during the regular season. Now, that was week 3, so it's a long time ago, but the Bronx have got to establish themselves really early in this game and say, look, thanks for coming, but we're coming for you, too.
Oh, I agree. The Bronx, it's got to be one team at a time. You can't look past anybody in the 4A. They got to just come in, take care of business tonight, or tomorrow doesn't matter.
And I know that since the format for the playoffs changed years ago, where the number 1 seed plays the 8th seed, 8 seeds never even come close. And so the Bronx need to take care of business tonight. Next week is when, and I just hesitate to talk about next week, but dang, next week we've got 5 teams right now that are really, really good in 4A. One of them is eliminated tonight, and it's either Thunder Basin or Cheyenne Central is out tonight. They're playing each other, but we've got 5 really good teams, so somebody's going to get left out of the semifinals, and I really think starting next week, Ryan, it's a crapshoot on who might be able to get to the championship.
I agree. The 4A has been, those top 5 teams. Any given day, any one of them could beat the other one. And, Sheridan played close games against
Central,
Thunder,
East,
Thunder,
Natrona.
And then you throw Sheridan, there's your 5. And Sheridan had a close game with all of those teams.
And they won every one of them.
And they did. So it shows you how they can battle. Early on, Coach Mowry talked about being fourth quarter ready.
Mm-hmm.
They started the season with what I would say is a couple easy games with
South and
Laramie. And then, like you and Shane talked about, you got to run the gauntlet.
And they did.
And they did. So they're ready. They're ready. No doubt that this coaching staff doesn't have them ready. Nothing's going to change. I guarantee you they prepared the same way.
I'll guarantee you this, since 2007, when Don Julian showed up in Sheridan, there's not a Sheridan Bronc football team since then that ever took anybody lightly. We're not going to worry about that tonight because these guys are not going to be overconfident. They're just going to go out and play their game. So the Broncs, again, will receive the opening kickoff. So get ready for some fireworks early. And the thing that's scary about teams like Laramie, look, nothing to lose. 2 years ago, when the Broncs played in Laramie, they onside kicked on the first play of the game. So the Broncs are expecting onside kick. They're going to expect everything tonight. Trick plays, everything. So I know that the coaches are ready to go. It'll be interesting to see. I think we're going to get a message right here on this opening kickoff on how the Plainsmen are going to play it.
I agree. Laramie's going to leave everything on the field tonight. They've got, like you just said, they've got nothing to lose. So
I don't know if you onside kick and give the Broncs the ball at the 50, but Matt Kentner is back deep along with Dane Steele.
Do you want to give it to one of these return guys, though?
I'd kick it as hard as I can into the ground. Or kick it out of bounds.
Yeah.
And here is the opening kick. And they will kick it away. And it's going to be returnable. Steele from the 8-yard line. We'll give it to Kentner. He'll run to the left, 15, 20. Oh, look out. 30, 35, 40. Cut back at the 45. In traffic down at the 47. Oh, boy. Dang, can those guys leg it out. Woo!
What a return. Man. What a return. And a nice tackle. He had to beat one guy, and that guy
got him,
and they're going to get the ball at 46.
So great field position for the Broncs. 1st and 10 on their own 46-yard line after return from Kentner.
Kentner's return to the 46-yard line.
And Cale Gilbertson, the quarterback, will come out. And will set up. Empty backfield. 5 wides in the set. Colson Kuhn will line up as a slot back. Let's see how the Broncs are going to play it. And they'll bring Kuhn in motion and the fake to give. And they're going to throw a screen pass underneath. Give it to Kentner, 50, 45, 40. Got a block at the 30. Oh, he's on the run. And he's got a chance to go. And he is in for the score, I believe. It is a touchdown for the Broncs.
Wow.
Great blocking downfield.
Boy, I'm not sure who that was over there, but there was maybe a lineman and one of the wideouts set fantastic blocks to spring Kentner. And he had to dive from about the 4-yard line or he was going to get pushed out of bounds. So he dove and got the pylon.
54 yards on the, wow. Well, you're kind of thinking that might happen, and it did. And he can run, but he got great blocks downfield, and now Colson Kuhn for the extra point. And we are not 30 seconds into the ball game. Kick is up, and it is good. 11:38 to go. Opening quarter. Broncs lead at 7-0 on the Range scoreboard. You're listening to Bronc Football on KWYO and 106.9 FM on our live video web stream, SheridanMedia.com.
If you're looking for a new bank, we're looking forward to serving you. Hi, this is Nicole Christensen from First Bank of Wyoming. We have a simple promise here, to help our neighbors be financially stronger tomorrow than they are today. We're devoted to keeping that promise because we care deeply about this community, and we want to see it thrive. Let us show you what we mean. Stop by our office at 1470 Sugarland Drive, Suite 2 today. First Bank of Wyoming, Division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC.
This is Dr. Dana Leroy with Leroy Family Dental, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Well, my friends, there you go. That's how it starts. Speed kills. Matt Kentner got out in space and got a couple of great blocks, and then it was a race to the end zone. Broncs run 2 plays for a touchdown. 7-0 Broncs, less than 30 seconds into the ball game. And now Ty Gilbertson will kick it away. And this one's going to be it'll skip, and it's going to be returnable. And it'll be called their own, bringing it out. They'll wrap him up near the 20-yard line. I think they'll give him the 21. Or actually, it was Trabing, on the return for the Plainsmen. And now we'll see Laramie take the field. I think this is where the Bronx, we talk about the offense. They're so prolific. We just saw it. Now the defense has got to go to work.
Yep.
Leave no doubt, right?
Yep, the offense just struck quickly. Now let's see if the defense can get a 3 and out and get that potent offense back on the field.
Somebody asked me earlier in the week if I had a defensive MVP. And I went, is his name Haswell?
Right.
Watch him play. Here we go. 1st and 10 for Laramie from their own 21. And the give is going to go to the first guy through for a gain of about 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think they're going to spot it right at the 25.
So 2nd down and a long 6 for the Plainsmen.
6 for Laramie. Knee injury. He's kind of fighting through it.
4 winds in the set. They're going to go double tight. Actually, 3 winds in the set, double tight. And Malone will throw. Looks over the middle, and it's going to be caught for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and about 3 or 4.
Boy, he had quite a bit of time back there. That big offensive line of Laramie just formed a nice pocket for him, and he had enough time to wait for that back to come open.
Calderon made the catch, but again, the pass a little bit low and away from him.
Boy, Laramie's offensive line is big.
They are monsters. They are big dudes.
Yep.
Oh, that right side of the line, they're huge. 3rd and 4 for the Plainsmen. Going to roll and throw. It's going to be caught, and I think it's going to be short of a first down. Right at the 30. They needed the 31. Now, if you're the coach of the Plainsmen, do you go or not? I don't know if you go this early in the game. I think you got to punt it away. Why dig a hole, right?
Yep.
Make them earn it.
Yep.
I think they're going to go for it. You don't get it. Oh, boy.
Well, let's see.
And the Plainsmen will go for it on 4th and a yard from their own 30. 4 winds in the set. And they're going to run a fake jet sweep. Quarterback in the backfield. He gets swarmed under. Bronx take over at the 28-yard line.
The Bronx were not fooled by that one bit.
That play was absolutely destroyed at the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
I mean, they faked the jet sweep, went to the quarterback, and
I want to say it was Colson Kuhn was kind of just standing there in the hole waiting for the quarterback.
And I think maybe the Bronx had seen that play, possibly. And the Bronx will take over with 9:45 to go in the opening quarter. 1st and 10 on the Laramie 27. Not a good time to go for it on 4th down. Gilby ready to go. Laramie jumps off sides.
Yep.
It'll be 1st and 5 for the Bronx. So they'll move the ball to the 22-yard line of Laramie. So this thing is quickly, depending on this possession, going south on the Plainsmen.
Not only do you give it up, deep in your own territory, and now you're going to give Sheridan an extra 5 yards.
Yeah, exactly. So Colson Kuhn will line up in the backfield with Gilbertson. 1st and 5 from the 22 of Laramie. Steal in motion, fake the give it to Kuhn, running left. Actually, it's the quarterback's going to keep it. Gilbertson will keep it, and he will grab the first down inside the 17-yard, about the 16-yard line. Great play fake. I was faked out.
I thought Kuhn had the ball.
And Gilby kept it. Boy, that was a great play fake. I'll have to tell him that on Monday when I see him. I was like, really? Great play fake.
Yep.
1st and 10 Bronx at the 17-yard line of Laramie. Man in motion. This time Colson will get it, and a little bit there. Maybe got 5 or 6 before he's finally piled up near the 11-yard line, a gain of about 5.
Don't you love it when Colson Kuhn gets the ball and he gets 6 yards and we say it's just a little gain?
Yeah. He's averaging dang near 7-8 yards a carry.
Right.
So a gain of 4, we'll call it. They spot the ball at the Laramie 11. 8:51 to go, opening quarter on the rain scoreboard, 7-0 Bronx. And Kuhn will stay in the backfield with Gilbertson. 2nd and 6 from the 11. And it'll be Kuhn bouncing it left, grabbed, and going to be dragged down near the 7-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd and a couple.
The rest of the defense, the linebackers,
Well, you get 2 minutes into this ball game. We're almost 4 minutes in. You get 4 or 5 minutes into the game. If the Bronx can push another one in, 14-0. Wow.
Not even halfway through the first quarter.
No, not even close. 3rd and 2 for the Bronx. The spot is the 8-yard line of Laramie on 3rd down. Gilbertson, pitch, ball on the ground. Laramie has it.
Oh,
no, they scramble after it. So the Bronx saved it or not. No, it's Laramie ball. They went for the pitch. We don't see that very often. They went for the pitch, bad pitch, and Laramie was all over it, and the Bronx turned it over. And there's your mistake right there early.
Yep, Gilbertson waited just a moment too long to pitch that ball. And it was behind the runner, and Laramie just pounced on it. So,
and that's a play we have not seen literally all year.
Right.
Where the Bronx pitch it, and the Plainsmen will take over. I know Jeff Mowry's thinking, God, I'd like to have that back. 1st and 10 for the Plainsmen from their own 22. And that Bronx defense has got to go back to work. Ben Malone, the quarterback. And we'll give it to the first guy through, and there's not a whole lot there. And there's basically nothing there. And there's minus nothing there. Wow.
Yeah, let's see. Haswell wrapped him up for about a 2-yard loss.
Trey being on the carry, and there was nothing there. Ball back to the 20-yard line. 2nd and 12 coming for the Plainsmen. Can the Bronx turn it over on their second drive when we thought it was a layup? And they blow the bunny, and now the defense goes back to work. 2nd and 12 for the Plainsmen from their own 20. Malone to throw underneath. Oh, dangerous pass going to be caught, and about a 5 or 6 yard gain. Boy, you just saw that, and you're thinking pick city right there, aren't you?
Yep, Gilbertson was about a step late, but he definitely read that play.
He read it well. As soon as the ball left the quarterback's hands, I thought it was going to be picked off.
I did too, and there was nothing but green grass in front of him.
Wow. So 3rd and 7 for the Plainsmen from their own 26. On the range scoreboard, 7-0 Bronx, 6:35 to go in the opening quarter. Malone ready to go again. And they're going to go screen pass, and they're going to give it to Trabing, and he'll be short of the first down. So we'll see 4th and about 2 or 3. They're not going to go for it again, are they?
I was just about to say, they're in about the same area of the field as last time.
You got to punt it. They're going for it. It's 4th and 3.
Well, you said it in the opening. They've got nothing to lose.
But still, you know what? Yeah, I know the Bronx turned it over.
Right.
4th and long 3 at the 29-yard line for Laramie, and they're going to go, and it's a pooch kick. They'll just kick it away. Quarterback will boot it, and the Bronx are going to have great field position right around their own 40-yard line. And that's, at least they didn't throw caution to the wind there. I'll give them give them credit on that.
All right, they're going to spot it at the 45.
Oh, okay. So the Bronx will go back to work. Turned it over once. Again, Bronx leads 7-0 on the big pass hookup between Gilbertson and Kentner. And then they turned it over on their second shot there. And here we go again. 3rd possession for the Bronx. 1st and 10 on their own 45. Under 6 to go in the opening quarter on the range scoreboard. Gilbertson out of the gun. 4 wides in the set with Kuhn in the backfield. Kentner will go in motion, and they'll give it to Kuhn underneath. Bounces to the outside 50. Bounces again 45-40. Stiff arm 35 driven out of bounds. And a great gain of nearly 20 yards. Give him 19 yards on the carry. So 1st and 10 for the Bronx at the 36-yard line of Laramie.
Boy, he hit that corner, and there was nobody.
Across to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10, Sheridan.
Bronx again leads 7-0, just under 6 to go in this opening quarter. Man in motion far side, going to give it to Kuhn again, bouncing left. 30, cuts underneath and dives forward across the 25 to about the 24-yard line. He'll have a first down. They'll spot him down near the 26. I think he's got enough for a first down. Referee will take a look at it. Penalty flag down late. That'll indicate holding on the Bronx, I think. So holding will be the call against the Bronx. It'll be a spot foul at the 35, so they'll spot it back at the 45-yard line, so we'll repeat the down. So first and about, 19?
Yep.
First and 19 now for the Bronx after the holding penalty, back to the Laramie 45. And it'll be Kuhn in the backfield with Gilbertson. Gilby to throw. Outside gets it to Kuhn. Man on him. He makes him miss. Cuts back middle of the field. Oh, look out. Now they'll drag him down from behind near the 32-yard line. Oh, that looked like that was going to go for big yards.
Well, and there was almost a horse collar tackle there, too.
Laramie got fortunate. They had a Johnny on the spot right there. Now 2nd and 6 coming for the Bronx after a gain of 13. And Bronx immediately back to the line of scrimmage. And now the Bronx will put 4 in the wide receivers in the set with 3 to the near side. And now they'll get set. Kuhn in the backfield with Gilbertson. Under 5 to go. First quarter, 7-0 Bronx on the Reign scoreboard. Give it to Kuhn again. Right up the gut. Breaks a couple of tackles. Fights for yardage forward. And it's going to bring up 3rd and about 2 or 3 for the Bronx inside the Laramie 30.
First for the Plainsmen.
I'll tell you what, right now, Laramie, a big old team up front.
Man.
Dang. That defensive front, you got 4 big dudes out there right now, and the linebackers aren't anything to sneeze about either.
Nope, those interior linemen, holy smokes.
I'm glad I don't have to feed him.
That left defensive end, I bet he's 6'4".
He's a monster. 3rd and 3 for the Bronx at the Laramie 29-yard line.
Forgive me, he's 6'5".
Oh, okay. And Kuhn will get the carry running left. 30, shakes a tackler, 25. Still on his feet, going to be driven out of bounds. Will have the first down. Inside the 25-yard line of Laramie. Needed 4, got about 5 or 6. And the Bronx will move the chains with 3:50 to go in the first quarter. Okay, the Bronx scored immediately early. Laramie went for it on 4th down, and the Bronx then fumbled on the next possession. That's where we're at now. 1st and 10 for the Bronx at the 24-yard line of the Plainsmen. 3 wides to the far side, 1 to the near side. And that's Jackson Lynn by himself to the near side. 1st and 10 from the 24. Kilby to throw. Looking, steps up in the pocket, going to go deep, and it's overthrown incomplete. Looking for Jackson Lynn. Good coverage, though,
that
by
was
Plainsman.
He actually threw into double coverage right there, but it was far enough over their head that it wasn't in danger of being intercepted.
So the Plainsman didn't bite on the play fake. And that'll bring up 2nd down for the Bronx. So they took their shot right there.
Taryn Grooms checks into the game.
So Taryn Grooms will check in. Kuhn will be in the backfield with him. Grooms will line up at that blocking spot, kind of like a tight end in the slot. Kind of an H-back is what they used to call it. 2nd and 10. Laramie showing the heat, and the play is blown dead. Somebody jumped. And it's going to cost the Bronx 5. So 2nd and 15 coming for the Bronx. Back at the Laramie 30. So 1st and 15 coming for the Bronx. Actually, 2nd and 15, excuse me. 2nd and 15. Well, the Bronx kind of making it hard on themselves at getting the turnover. Struggling here with penalties. Give it to Kuhn. Running left. 25-20. 10-5 and driven out of bounds. He get in or not? They're going to say out of bounds at the 2.
Yeah.
It'll be 1st and goal for the Bronx.
What a run, though.
When in doubt, give it to 5, right?
Boy, he hit that corner, and then he turned on the Jets.
It was so funny, was it 2 weeks ago? We're in Trona County, in the home crowd screaming, they're going to give it to number 5. Really?
I'm pretty sure everybody in the state knows that.
Yeah. So the Bronx will line up 1st and goal at the Laramie 2. See, they got to punch it in here. No messing around. They've already given it up on a turnover with just under 4 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 Bronx on the Reign scoreboard.
And they've had a couple penalties as well, so.
Give it to Kuhn, and he will take it in for the score. And the Bronx have another one in. That was what you call, let's not mess around, let's get 6.
Yep.
So Colson Kuhn will have his first touchdown run of the night. A 2-yard run with 3:35 to play in the first quarter. And now Colson will add the point after. So Colson ready to go. Again, 3:35 to play in the first quarter. And the extra point is up, and it is right down the middle. With 3:35 to go in the first quarter on the Range scoreboard, it's Sheridan 14, Laramie nothing. You're listening to Bronc Football on KWYO and 106.9 FM and our live video web stream at SheridanMedia.com.
The Sheridan County 1 cent optional tax is on the ballot November 8th. Many public projects in Sheridan County are paid for in part by 1 cent funds. Some of these projects include funding for parks and recreation, facility projects for seniors, public health, and much more. This is Cindy Jacobson with ERA Carroll Realty, and we're asking you to vote yes on the Sheridan County 1 cent tax.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Bronx get ready to kick it away. Ty Gilbertson to boot it away. Back deep to receive Calderon and Trabing. Bronx lead 14-0. They have one turnover here in the first quarter. 3:35 to go in the first. Bronx up 2 scores. And now Gilbertson will boot it away. High end over ender. It's going to be fielded by Calderon at the 15-yard line. And he's going to dance around. Flag flies and be buried about the 19-yard line. But the flag came out. That's going to indicate probably a block in the back, don't you think?
I'm guessing so. That referee launched his flag about 20 yards.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing he saw something.
So it's a spot foul at the 19. So it'll be, what, half the distance to the goal? So the Plainsmen are going to have the ball inside their own 15-yard line to start this drive. The Bronx defense will go back to work.
Okay, they called it a hold.
They're going to spot the ball just inside the Laramie 10. Boy, if you're the Bronx defense, you got to be just licking your chops right now.
I was going to say it's time to pin your ears back,
It's time to tee off, isn't it? So 1st and 10 Laramie just inside their own 10-yard line. Bronx lead 14-0 with 3.5 to go in the opening quarter on the Range scoreboard. Malone ready to go. And we'll give it to Trabing, and he gets pretty good yardage. Actually, he's going to get a nice gain out across the 15 near the 19-yard line. Nice play.
Noah Williamson there for the Bronx to make the tackle.
Noah Williamson was there for the Bronx to...
You know, Noah's one of those, I just love to see players, you know, Noah suffered an injury earlier this season where they took him off the field, and it's so good to see him back.
Absolutely.
I just love that.
Yep. Worked hard.
Yep.
You know, he wanted to be a part of this as much as anybody else, and he worked really hard to get himself healthy.
Love to see him back. 2nd and short. Screen pass. Trabing will have the first down for the Plainsmen, just down across the 25-yard line.
I'm talking about that, you know. Joanne, the trainer, does a great job. So, you know, shout out to her for keeping these guys ready to go and available.
You talk about a job that's like 24/7. All the athletes. You think about not only the Bronx, but all of our sports teams and cheerleaders and everybody.
Yep.
If you get dinged up, Joanne's the first one you're going to see. 1st and 10 for the Plainsmen at their own 26. Fake the give, and it's going to go to Trabing again, and he's got good yardage near another first down. Little bit fast, and we saw that, you know, that kind of running back. We saw it in Natrona County, little and fast. So 1st and 10 for the Plainsmen at their own 37. Now they're moving the ball a little bit. 2.5 to go, first quarter on the Range scoreboard. 14-0 Bronx.
Putting together nice drive after getting pushed back into the shadow of their own goalpost there.
Yeah, a couple of first downs.
Yeah.
Malone ready to go again. Trabing in the backfield with him. 4 wides in the set. 1st and 10 for the Plainsmen on their own 37. Bring him out in motion. Fake the jet sweep. Going to throw underneath. It's going to be caught. And a gain of about 6 or 7 on the play. Calderon made the catch at the 43-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd and 4 for the Plainsmen. Well, you know what? They're mixing up a little bit.
Right.
Good run-pass combos.
Defense needs to
That's just kind of keeping the Bronx back on their heels a little bit on this drive.
They are.
Again, 14-0 Bronx. Bronx win tonight. They will host next week in the semifinals. They'll empty the backfield. Malone all by himself. 5 wides in the set. Malone to throw, looking and incomplete.
And we're going to get a flag.
And that'll be a first down. They were looking for Calderon, and the penalty is going to be thrown on the Bronx. Somebody got there a little too early.
Yep, I think he just got there.
It didn't look bad in real time.
Right. I think it was Aiden O'Leary that got there just maybe half a step early.
So that'll be a first down for the Plainsmen as they mark the yardage off. And it'll be on Sheridan's side of the field. Oh, dang. All the way to the Bronx 42. And now first time in the first quarter, the Bronx defense got to bow their necks a little bit now.
That's right.
Hey, the Plainsmen came to play.
They did. They got off the bus, didn't they?
They came to play. They fell behind early, but they came to play. And they're sending a message right now to the Bronx. Malone to throw again. Flushed out of the pocket, running right. Bronx give chase, going to chuck it deep. Got a man, incomplete. Overthrown.
Boy, he had to hurry that pass just a little bit. He had a receiver that had beaten the 2 defenders for Sheridan, and he was open, but just had to rush that pass just a touch.
Mason Branch, the intent. Look, 6'3", 175. Branch, a big target out there, and just overthrew him. Hey, why not take a shot?
If my memory serves me correctly, I believe his father is the head wrestling coach.
Yes.
At University of Wyoming, which they're probably getting ready to start their season.
Yes, they are. You know what? 2nd and 10. Take another shot here, don't you?
You bet.
From the Sheridan 42 on 2nd and 10. Let's see if the Plainsmen go for it. No, they're going to run a play to Trabing, and this time the Bronx defense stuffed it out. The defensive front just going to pile him up for a loss of a yard. 3rd and 11 coming. That Bronx front had no issue with that play. They were all
Haswell on the tackle.
Well, maybe you know what? Laramie's dinged him here a little bit on this drive, so maybe it woke him up a little bit. With under a minute to go now in the first quarter, with the Bronx leading it 14-0. 3rd and 11 for the Plainsmen. From the Bronx 43. Bronx showing the heat. Let's see if they bring it. And they'll bring the heat. Here they come. Malone to throw, and it's incomplete. Malone under big pressure got drilled by Haswell, and Haswell will go back and help him up. Don't you love that? We were talking about that before the game. Haswell just buried their quarterback and then went and helped him up.
Right.
I love that. Good sportsmanship. The ball, again, I don't blame the quarterback. You just throw it away at that point because he had a guy right in his grill. 4th and 11 coming for the Plainsmen. They're going to line up to run a play here, and we'll see if Malone will just pooch kick it away. The Bronx aren't buying it, and he will pooch kick it, and it'll go end over end. It's going to be fielded by Kentner at the 15-yard line to the 20, and he's going to be dropped at about the 21, and that's where the Bronx will take over. 26 seconds to play in the opening quarter. 14-0 Bronx on the Reign scoreboard. It just surprised me. Kentner, well, he's so dang fast. He got there back there in a hurry.
Right, I thought that was
there
over
was
his
no
head.
one back there,
and he just kind of reached up and pulled it down and took off.
So 1st and 10 for the Bronx on their own 22. 14-0 Sheridan with 26 seconds to play opening quarter. Kuhn back in the backfield with Gilbertson. 3 wides in the set, so an extra tight end will come in to block. Man in motion, Kentner. Here comes the jet sweep. Kentner 25-30, 35-40, 45 cut back at midfield. Still on his feet. Oh, he's going to go! Matt Kentner will take it the distance. Oh, my goodness. 78 yards, Matt Kentner. Wow. He hit the 50, Brian, and there was nothing but blue and gold in front of him.
Yep, he hit that corner, made one juke in the middle, and there was nothing but a wall of blue leading him to the end zone.
That was crazy. My goodness. I mean, he looked up when he made the cutback. There was 6 guys in front of him, 5 or 6 guys in front of him. So you knew nobody was going to block him.
79-yard jet sweep for a touchdown.
Wow. With 11 seconds to play in the first quarter. Kentner 78 yards. And here's the point after from Kuhn. And the kick is up, and it is good with 11 seconds to play first quarter. On the Reign scoreboard, it's Sheridan 21, Laramie nothing. You're listening to Bronc Football on KWYO 106.9 FM.
Are you thinking about going to college, but you're not sure where to start? Sheridan College is here to help guide you every step of the way. Stop by anytime, Monday through Friday during business hours to meet with an enrollment expert and get your questions answered about financing, whether to go full or part-time, degree programs, and more. With over 50 programs of study, they truly have something for everyone. Find out more at sheridan.edu.Sheridan College. Begin your journey.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Well, we've talked forever about the big play capability of this offense. We just saw it right there. Matt Kettner takes a jet sweep around the end, and then when he hit midfield and made a cutback, I looked up, and there were 5 or 6 blue and gold jerseys in front of him. That means those guys beat him down the field, Ryan.
They did.
And so there was nobody was going to get near their guy.
Nope. Laramie didn't have a player within 15 yards of him.
Wow. That's impressive. Here's the kickoff from Gilbertson. And the Bronx, I think, jumped off sides. And so Gilby's going to have to kick it from the 35-yard line. That's the first time we've seen that in forever.
Right.
That's a rare.
That doesn't happen very often.
Not very often. Somebody ready to go play, though, is what it was.
Yep.
Somebody jumped the gun, so Gilbertson will kick it off from the 35-yard line now. Trey Big Calderon back deep to receive the kick.
Got the adrenaline going and just got about a step ahead of the kicker.
21-0 Bronx, 11 seconds to play. We're still in the opening quarter. And Gilby to put it away. Puts a foot to it. It'll be Trabing from the 12-yard line. 20, 25, and then he runs into a whole bunch of blue and gold at the 25 and is swarmed under. And Laramie will run one play, then we'll go to the second quarter. 7 seconds to play in the opening quarter. So the Bronx overcome the turnover and slam it in with the big play from Kettner on the 78-yard run. So they made up for the turnover, and now the Plainsmen will take over. They spot the ball at their own 26-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Plainsmen. Again, final play of the first quarter. Now what do you do? It's 21-0. They're going to go power in the backfield. And flag flies. Somebody moved.
I was going to say someone must have moved because it came from the official, the referee.
Or they have too many on the field. I don't know what we have. We're going to find out. I guess I didn't see anybody move. Maybe you can't have 2 guys shift at the same time? Illegal for yep. Oh, illegal. Okay, so somebody did come in late. Illegal substitution. That'll cost Laramie 5 back to
either that or they broke the huddle with 12.
Mm-hmm.
So back in the day, that just used to be too many men on the field.
1st and 15 for Laramie from their own 21. Same set. Power eye, quarterback under center. Fullback up the middle, and Zippo, nothing there. Squadouche, a loss of a yard.
Nothing there except the wall of about 4 blue and gold jerseys.
That comes to an end the first quarter. On the Reign scoreboard, it's Sheridan 21, Laramie nothing. You're listening to Bronc Football on KWYO and 106.9 FM.
Brand identity is an integral part of your company. It's how the public views your organization and relates to your business. The folks at Alpha Graphics are experts in helping you grow your brand through strategic and consistent marketing plans. Their goal is to help you get noticed and get business. Go to alphagraphicssheridan.com to request a quote today, or stop by their new location at 2266 North Main Street in Sheridan.
This is Troy Baker with Hammer Chevrolet, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Hey, we go to the second, Ryan. Bronx lead 21-0 on the Reign scoreboard. The only miscue was a fumble. Didn't cost them anything, and they're up 21-0.
Yep. And boy, can they strike quick.
Oh.
Man, I bet they've ran only about 15 offensive plays in that first quarter.
Well, we talked about the win in Turner County. They ran like 28 plays, and Turner ran like 80.
Right. And they win.
It's the way the offense is designed. When you have great speed, they can score from anywhere on the field, and Matt Kettner just showed us how it's done.
Absolutely. It went from the 22-yard line.
Yeah.
And nothing fancy. It was just a jet sweep.
And great blocking.
Yes, absolutely.
Those are the guys that need the credit, the guys throwing the blocks. And you know who's leading the way was Colson Kuhn.
He does it all. kicks, runs.
I'll tell you what, though, it was impressive to see. I'm going to watch the video tomorrow. How many guys were out in front of him at the midfield? It was impressive.
That was.
So 2nd and 15 for the Plainsmen. The ball spotted on their own 20 as we start the second quarter, and the Bronx lead 21-0. Power set in the backfield. Quarterback, Malone's going to go under center. And he will throw, and it's going to be well short and incomplete. Good coverage on the play, but the ball thrown short.
Aiden
I
O'Leary
think
on the coverage.
Malone's talking to his guys saying, you got to give me a little extra time, buddy. They were really on him quickly. I think he let that go before he wanted to.
Oh, my mistake. That was Cody Dunham on the coverage.
Good coverage.
Great coverage.
Now 3rd and 15 coming for the Plainsmen.
Appreciate your support. Thank you to tonight's game sponsor, First Federal Bank and Trust.
Again, the ball spotted at the 20. And they'll run that power set in the backfield again. And Malone's going to go under center. The Bronx are going to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 guys in the box right now for the Bronx. It'll be a running play to Trebing, and he'll be swarmed under at about the 24. He's fast, but it looked pretty good there for a couple of steps, didn't it?
It did. Just shows you that even on the defensive side of the ball, Sheridan's got speed.
So it's 4th and 12. Plainsmen, I'm assuming, are going to punt from their own 24. And now Kentner and Steele will come out. If I'm a high school football coach in 4A and I'm playing the Sheridan Bronx, I'm going to tell my punter to kick it out of bounds.
Right.
Do not let 3 or number one or number 3 get their hands on it. Well, Laramie does not line up in punt formation, and they're going to call a timeout. We'll get one as well. 11-12 to go. 21-0 Sheridan leads it. 4th and 12 for Laramie when we come back. You're listening to Bronx Football on KWYO and 106.9 FM and our live video web stream at SheridanMedia.com.
For a great time, come out and watch the Sheridan Bronx as they go for another winning season.
You can't beat high school sports when it comes to the Sheridan Bronx. These young men give it their all with pride and strive to bring home that win.
That's right, Kathleen. With hard work and dedication, that makes us all proud to live in a great community in Sheridan, Wyoming.
If you're looking for a team that works hard with dedication, call Kathleen and Jack at Best Real Estate, EXP Realty, at 307-763-1249.
Call Kathleen and Jack and get ready to pass.
This is Dr. Dana Leroy with Leroy Family Dental, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Well, Laramie burned the timeout, Ryan. They're going to punt.
Well,
and I think
they're going to punt?
They'll punt. It's 4th and 12 from your own 24, and the Sheridan Bronx are about halfway believing you're going to punt it away. And here we go. They will kick it away. It's a hard-line drive. Kentner retrieves it at his own 42-yard line, reverses field to the 35, 40, 45, 50, got a wall, 40. Now at the 35, cut back at the 25, makes a man miss. He's going to score! Matt Kentner! And a flag is down back at the 41-yard line of the Bronx.
Wow.
Well, forget about that touchdown. It's coming back, but that was you know what? That was a hell of a run right there.
That was
impressive. I thought the run that he scored on the touchdown was great. But you know what? Again, they lined up the wall with the blockers. It was beautiful.
I was about to say, Kentner gets, he gets the glory.
He gets the credit, yep.
But those blockers had that set up perfectly.
Oh, my goodness. So they'll call a penalty on the Bronx, getting the flag down at the 39-yard line. Oh, my goodness. I mean, he turned the corner at midfield, and the Bronx had that thing walled off, and you knew it was going to go. So they'll spot the ball at the Sheridan 29 after the penalty. 10:52 to go in the half. Bronx lead 21-0.
Now we just got some other scores coming in the first quarter. Cheyenne Central's up on Thunder Basin 7-0. Natrona's leading Campbell County 21-0 in the first quarter, and Cheyenne East is up 14-0 on Rock Spring.
And those scores don't surprise me. I think that Central Thunder game is going to be a brawl. 1st and 10 Bronx, empty backfield, 5 wides in the set on 1st and 10 from their own 29. And they will bring Kuhn in motion on the jet sweep. 35 will cut back, and he will drag tacklers with him for a first down across the 40. Very rarely do you see running backs like Colson, and we've had a look. There's been a dozen of them or more at Sheridan High School. You never seen them get driven backwards. They're always falling forwards when they're tackled.
Yeah, he had 3 guys hanging on him and carried him for about 5 yards to get that first down.
1st and 10 Bronx on their own 41. Double wides and a tight end. Kuhn will stay in the backfield with Gilbertson. 1st and 10 for the Bronx. Dane Steele in motion into the backfield. And Kuhn will get it short side of the field. Ball out, and Laramie has it. The ball was knocked out of Kuhn's hands.
I think he just stripped it right away from him.
Yeah, he just knocked the ball out. One of the defensive
right
linemen.
up to him.
One of the defensive linemen just punched it out of Colson Kuhn's hands, and Laramie will have the ball at the Sheridan 34-yard line. The Bronx have fumbled twice now.
In less than a quarter and a half.
Wow. That was absolutely punched out by the... Hey, great heads-up play. It was just punched out. And now the Bronx defense is going to have to go back to work. 10-16 to go in the opening half. Bronx lead 21-0. But you know what? Last week they dropped a couple, or 2 weeks ago, against Natrona County.
That was Abraham Bangora, 6'5", 240-pound senior.
Just punched it out.
He
now
is
the Bronx,
big cat.
Malone to throw. Going to chuck it to the outside. It's going to be dropped. It was caught and dropped by Branch. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Took his eyes off the ball just for a second because that should have been one that he brought in.
Would have been about a 4 or 5 yard gain. 2nd and 10 for the Plainsmen. But again, in the last 3 weeks, that's 4 fumbles.
Right.
Uncharacteristic for the Bronx to do that. And that last one, that was just a great play by the defensive lineman to punch the ball out.
Absolutely.
I mean, Kuhn didn't even know it was gone until the ball was on the ground.
Yep.
So the Bronx still have a nice lead here. Long way to go first half. 10-11 to play. 2nd and 10. Traben gets the carry. Running right. Bronx gets it stretched out, and he will lose a couple. Who
was there?
That just turned that back inside.
Yeah, Jackson Lynn. And then Raider
Tomlinson gets credit for the tackle, but it was Jackson Lynn that turned that ball back inside, so a loss of 2. 3rd and a dozen for the Plainsmen out the Sheridan 36.
But man, the Bronx better start taking care of that ball. That's a little concerning.
Yeah, you got to button it up.
This time of year, you've got to start perfecting everything.
Yeah, exactly. No turnovers. I mean,
yep.
I mean that just can't happen. 3rd and a dozen. Malone rolls to the right to throw. He's in trouble. Haswell's got him, and down he goes. And a big sack at the 45-yard line. Oh, my goodness.
A big sack for the big fella.
Oh, my goodness.
Boy, he has had a season.
Has he had a year?
Man.
Defensive MVP. He might be the team's MVP.
Very well could be.
What a great year he has had. Malone was done as Haswell whipped his guy and got around him, and now it's 4th and forever.
And he just got those long arms out there and just grabbed a hold of the quarterback and brought him down.
You talk about a kid defensively with a nose for the ball. Snap over the punter's head. In trouble. Rolling out. And he'll kick it away on the run. And he'll kick it out of bounds. Bronx will get great field position, but what we're going to say about the Bronx offense coming on the field, don't put it on the ground again. Please.
Yep. They got to take care of the ball.
Once is enough. Twice is not acceptable. A 3rd time would be really unacceptable. So the Bronx, I'm going to credit the punter. And that was Ennis, the punter. Saved Laramie's bacon, was able to track that ball down, and he rolled out and able to get the kick away at least.
And not a terrible kick.
And I'm telling you what,
from where he was at.
If you're a punter in that situation, you got to be scared to death.
Absolutely.
I mean, all these dudes are coming at you, and you're like, I just want to let me kick the ball. 1st and 10 for the Bronx.
Good
on their own
some speed.
32-yard line. A good athletic play by Ennis for the Bronx from their own 32. Kuhn gets the carry. Bounces outside. We'll cut back, and we'll pick up about maybe 4 or 5. Not a whole lot there. I mean, when I say, and you said it before, he gets 4, and I'm like, it wasn't much. But he got 4.
Yeah, but if you do 4 yards 3 times, that's first down.
That's really good.
So, they'll take it.
So a gain of 4 on first down. 2nd and 6 coming from the Bronx. Line of scrimmage, their own 36. Long time to go here in the second quarter. 8 minutes to play in the second quarter. Bronx lead 21-0. Gilbertson
underneath will get it to Berrettini, and he will have it out in the flat, and we'll have a first down out near the 45-yard line. You know what? That's so high percentage. Great throw, great catch. Berrettini knows what he's got. Just get what you can get.
Get what you can get. Yep, don't try to do too much.
Nope.
You get the first down, and then don't try to do too much.
That play is for the first down. And then, anything extra he gets is gravy.
Right.
Good heads-up play. 1st and 10 for the Bronx. Berrettini makes the catch and makes the play. 1st and 10 for the Bronx at their own 45. Under 8 to go first half. They lead it 21-0 on the range scoreboard. Gilbertson looking to throw again. Pumps once. Gets drilled, and down he goes back at the 40. Wow. The pocket collapsed really fast, and he was going deep to Berrettini.
Yeah, he pump faked it, and Laramie number 79, Jesse Cruz, he didn't bite on that fake and was able to just corral him and take him down for the sack.
Yeah, Gilbertson pumped it once and was going for Berrettini deep. And, he brought that ball down after the pump fake, and he got lit up and buried. A loss of 5 on the play, 2nd and 15 for the Bronx. Back at their own 40 with 7 minutes to go in the first half. Empty the backfield, in motion Dane Steele. Fake the jet sweep, going to throw a screen pass underneath. Get it to Kuhn, breaks a tackle, 45. Breaks another one, 50, 45, 40, and down at the Laramie 38. Wow. Is he something else?
Calderon on the tackle.
Man, wow. We don't, the one thing is, Gatorade Player of the Year last year. The one thing we don't give credit, Colson breaks tackles and stuff. We don't talk about his speed that often.
Right.
He's faster than you think he is. 1st and 10 Bronx at the 39-yard line of Laramie. After the big pickup. After the sack. And the Bronx looking for more with 6:35 to go in the first half. 21-0 they lead it on the range scoreboard. Gilbertson going to throw again. Pumps once. Looking deep. Going to chuck it deep. Got a man. And I think we're going to get pass interference. Let's get a grab and throw a flag. The Bronx got flagged early. Berrettini definitely got dragged. Got a tug at the 5-yard line.
He did. But there's no flag.
Throw the flag. You threw it on the other guy. I don't know.
Is that one of those call it both ways?
I don't want to sound like someone's mom.
Right.
I'm not going to say call it both ways because that's kind of a lame thing that we learned when we were like 8 years old. But dang, you could definitely see there was a grab on Berrettini. And it doesn't really matter. So 2nd down coming from the Bronx at the 39-yard line of Laramie.
Laramie's going to bring some pressure.
Gilby in trouble. Going to unload it. Got a man. It's going to be caught out there by Dane Steele. He'll have the first down. He'll pick up about a dozen. You know what? That's a great heads-up play by the quarterback.
Yeah, I was just going to say he stepped up in the pocket. He got pressured. Laramie brought some heat on him, but he stepped up and found Steele
it was that little
on
thing,
a crossing route.
Like that little thing at the end. He just took one step back, Ryan, and delivered it on the money.
Yep.
And Taryn Grooms will come on the field. They'll bring Colson Kuhn out. So Taryn in there at the running back spot. 1st and 10 Bronx at the Laramie 27. 4 wides in the set. And they'll give it to Taryn. Running to the left side. And Groomsy will go to about the 22-yard line. I love having a Groomsy back on there.
He runs with so much confidence.
Dad was Groomsy back in the old days. Won a state championship for the Bronx against Laramie. Back in the old days on the frozen tundra
you say
of
the old
Detai
days.
Stadium.
You
that
say
was
the old days.
It was the old days. This is in the 90s. And I think Dad Larry would love that. But we got another Groomsy out there. And Taryn will stay on the field.
And he's had a heck of a season as well.
He has.
Spelling Colson Kuhn, and pretty much every time he gets in the game, he makes something happen,
Really?
whether on either side of the ball.
And a really good wrestler.
Yep.
They're going to send Gilbertson under center this time.
Boy,
and
you
right
don't
up
see
the
that
gut,
very
run the
often.
trap play. Oh, that's the old Bruce Keith trap play, running the veer to Grooms, the fullback, to about the 18-yard line. That's old school right there.
Yep. You don't see Sheridan's quarterback up under center.
That's back to the 1990s when Sheridan won 4 state championships, and every game started, the Sheridan Bronx would run the trap play to the fullback, and that time, that was the old, that's an homage to Bruce Keith right there.
Right.
The old veer, let's run the trap, 3rd and a yard for the Bronx inside the Laramie 20. Dane Steele in motion. And they'll give it underneath to Kuhn, and he will pound it forward to about the 10. Little Bronx will have it. At the 11-yard line, it'll be a first down.
Another Sheridan roll.
You know, I get some nostalgia tonight. I get Groomsy, then I get the trap play.
Right.
Going back 30-plus years. Oh, my goodness. I hope Coach Keith is listening right now. I bet he is. Tip of the cap to the Silver Fox, as we called him. 1st and 10 Bronx at the Laramie 11. 4.5 to go. Clock running first half. Bronx lead 21-0. On the keeper, it's going to be up the middle. Gilbertson to the goal line, and he's in for the score. Great play fake by Kale, and Kale will take it in for the score, and the Bronx get another one with 4:16 to go in the half.
Boy, what a fake, and the yards after contact for Kale were very, very impressive on that run.
He
got hit, and then
I was going to say the last 5 or 6 yards he did it on his own. 27-0 Bronx now, 4:16 to go in the half. You know, they've turned it over twice, and he's still. I'm just shaking my head. Kick on the way is good by Kuhn. 28-0 Bronx on the Reign scoreboard. 4:16 to go first half. Listen to Bronx football on KWYO. 106.9 FM.
Do you love what you do? Well, I do. Hi, this is Jill Bates with Best Real Estate. I have the pleasure of working with many amazing people every day, assisting them with the next chapter, whether buying or selling. Real estate is not just looking at pretty homes. There are lots of hoops, steps, and challenges to overcome, and people to coordinate to achieve a successful closing. We don't expect you to know what to do. You don't do this every day like we do. Let me and my outstanding and caring team at Best Real Estate be your guide and make the start of your next chapter a success. Give us a call today, 675-BEST. As always, make it a great day.
Brokered by EXP.
This is State Senator Dave Kinski, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, the Bronx have turned it over twice in the first half, and they still lead 28-0. And Ty Gilbertson will come out to kick it away. Trabing is back deep with Calderon. They'll stand at their own 5-yard line.
Let's see if we can get Ty to boot one out the back of the end zone.
So Ty will line up and boot it away. He's been pretty consistent most of the year. Everything tonight's been returnable. I might have some heavy air tonight. Here's the kick and a hard line drive. And I think, Ryan, you just called it? No. It'll be fielded by Trabing at the 5, and he'll bring it out and will be swarmed under by the Bronx near the 24-yard line of the Plainsmen. So with 4:08 to go in the half.
They'll spot it at the 25, it looks like.
You know, I mean, there's so many ways to look at that. I mean, you can throw caution to the wind, do all that stuff. Or do you just, mitigate the damage? 1st and 10 for Laramie at their own 25. You're down 28-0. 4 minutes to go. You know what? I think you just let it fly, right?
I think if you're Laramie, you want to put you want to see if you can put a little bit of a drive together.
And
take some time off the clock because Sheridan's proven that they can score.
You know, maybe just, if you're a coach, you want to instill confidence in your players. So I'm going to tell you what right now, that offensive line for Laramie, that is impressive.
They are
the size. Big. And the Bronx have just been whooping them all night. Malone underneath, give it to Trabing, and he's got blockers this time.
Oh, and
just will pick up about 9. Boy, he had a couple of big dudes out in front of him.
Custis grabbed him by the ankle and just barely tripped him up.
For the Laramie Plainsmen, is it Jacob Cutright? 6'3", 260, running out in front of him. Take that every time. Big boys out there moving some players around. 2nd and a yard for the Plainsmen from their own 34. 3.5 to go first half. Jet sweep, and they're going to run a reverse pass. Going to chuck it deep, and it's going to be, that could have been easily picked off. It'll go incomplete. They go jet sweep, reverse pass.
Yeah.
Intended receiver was Branch. It was well covered by the Bronx. If those two defenders for the Bronx turn, because the ball was underthrown, they make the pick easily.
Wyatt Phillips just had his back to the ball. But he would have an easy interception. But that's still good defense. Didn't allow the pass to be caught.
Branch was really legging it, but the Bronx were step by step with him, and they just couldn't get the pass off. And that was Fisher. Fisher Frood threw it, and just didn't have enough under it. And 3rd and a yard coming from the Plainsmen from their own 34. Malone to Trabing will have the first down, breaks a tackle and more. He'll cross the 45 and buried near the 48-yard line, flag in late. That might be a face mask. That's what I'm thinking.
I think you're right.
Because there was not another Laramie player near the tackle. They will spot the ball at the 47-yard line, but it's going to cost at least 5. And it'll be that 5-yard variety. So Laramie will have the ball at the Sheridan 47.
Yep, that defender just got his hand on the face mask, and unfortunately the official saw it, and that's a 5-yarder.
How big is it for Laramie right now? With 3:20 to go in the half, you got plenty of time.
Yeah.
2 timeouts left. Try to get a score here.
Right. Like you just said, if they can put some points on the board.
And they're moving the ball a little bit.
It'll do wonders for their confidence level.
Malone, 4 wides in the set, trips to the near side, going to throw. Underneath screen pass to Calderon, and he'll make a move and break some tackles and have another first down. It's really close to a first down near the Sheridan 37.
Taking a little bit of a play out of Sheridan's playbook right there with a little bubble screen.
I'm kind of looking out on the field. The Bronx starting to roll guys through. A lot of non-starters are in there right now. And I think, you know what? You don't need your starting linebackers in the game. You don't need Taryn Grooms out there. You don't need Kuhn out there. You're up 28-0. Look, the Bronx are in this thing to win the whole darn thing. That's what they're in it for. And they lead 28-0 with under 3 to go in the first half.
Bronx are looking to go 3-0 this postseason.
Exactly. That's what they're looking for. 1st and 10 for the Plainsmen at the Bronx 37. Malone, Trabing, running left. Bronx chasing. He gets to the edge, and there's not much there in a big collision. Maybe got a yard.
That was Cody Dunham coming up.
Oh, that was a big collision. Big shot by Dunham.
And Groomsy showed his speed, chasing him down from the backside as well.
That was at the end of that run, that was a big old hit.
And Cody's not a very big dude, but he just laid the wood right there.
You know what? Some guys, just turn yourself into a missile and lay the dude out. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10 coming. The best hitter I ever saw when I was in high school. It's my great friend Scott Hillier. He's not listening right now, obviously. He's in Bozeman, Montana. 5'9", $150. Would put you in the hospital.
Wow.
Yeah. Screen pass. He gets it to Branch this time, and he has a little room along the sidelines in front of the Laramie bench. Going to finally be wrestled out of bounds. Let's see what the spot looks like.
Looks like he's about a yard short.
Jacob Ormseth.
So under 2 to go. So 3rd and short coming for the Plainsmen at the Sheridan 27-yard line. Let's call it the 28-yard line. So 3rd yard from the 28. Yeah, 5'9", 150.
Wow.
He would put you in intensive care. The guy was unbelievable.
No fear.
Well, it's certain players, we talked about Haswell, they have a nose for the ball. They're always around it.
Yep.
3rd and short for the Plainsmen at the Sheridan 28. Late first half. Trabing. Zippo, nothing. He's driven back.
Yeah, Bronx are ready for that one.
He's actually, I think he's going to lose a yard. It'll be 4th and about 3 for the Plainsmen. Well, we know they're going to go. So they spot the ball at the 29-yard line of the Bronx. 4th and 3 coming for the Plainsmen. Or 4th and long 2, if you want to call it that. Let's call it 4th and 2 from the 29. They need to get the ball inside the 27 for a first down. 1:25 clock running first half. Bronx lead 28-0 on the range scoreboard. And they're going to load it up, go heavy in the backfield. Malone will go under center. And he's going to keep it. And he's dancing around, and he's not going to get it. Oh, my goodness.
Chance Larson stayed at home, and he was...
I'm holding my head right now. I can't believe they ran that play. Trabing.
Well, you said it earlier.
Trabing has
They've got nothing to lose.
But Trabing has been getting yards almost every time he touches it. I thought for sure they just load it up, blast everybody in the hole, let him run.
Yep.
1st and 10 for the Bronx at their own 30. And the Bronx go back to work. Empty backfield.
Well, they've got 1:08. Plenty of time.
Why not try for another one? Set to throw underneath. It's going to be caught out there by Kentner. And he will be taken down near the 38-yard line. And again, the Bronx hustle to the line of scrimmage quickly. The Bronx, again, have all their timeouts left. They'd love another shot here. Gilby lines up in the backfield with him. They're going to send Kentner in motion to the far side. Kuhn with him in the backfield. 3 wides to the near side. And it'll be Gilbertson rolling right, under pressure. Throws it on the run, and it's going to be incomplete. Tipped away at the last second. Looking for Kentner. Berrettini was in the same area, but the ball is going to be tipped away incomplete.
I was going to say 2 receivers right there.
Brought a lot of defenders with him.
Yep.
Good. You know what?
Still almost brought it in, though.
You know, it's Gilbertson. You have that clock in your head, and I'm sure he heard the rumble of footsteps behind him, and he let it go right when he needed to. So 3rd and 3 for the Bronx. At their own 37-yard line, the Bronx will call a timeout. We'll get one as well. 38 seconds to play in the half. Bronx lead 28-0. You're listening to Sheridan High School football on KWYO. 106.9 FM.
I scream, you scream, we all scream, it's almost Halloween! So stop into Bomber Mountain Nutrition and try one of their Halloween-themed drinks like Cauldron Energy, Spooky Smoothie, or one of their great pumpkin-spiced options. And don't miss out on the Halloween specials next week. From shakes, real fruit smoothies, energy drinks, Manchester Street coffees, protein-packed drinks, to pre- and post-workout drinks. You can also turn any smoothie or shake into a protein-packed bowl or waffle. Look for updates on Facebook and Instagram and order delivery on DoorDash. Or come into Bomber Mountain Nutrition at 41 East 1st Street.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, the Sheridan Bronx burned the timeout. 38 seconds to go. And what I love about it's like, look, we can score from anywhere. We're going to milk as much time off the clock and we're not going to mess around. The Bronx right now, the mentality is we're looking for points. 28-0 Bronx. Got a couple of surprising. Central is up big on on the Thunder Basin right now. So 3rd and a long 3 for the Bronx at their own 37. 38 seconds to play in the half. They're up 4 scores. Backfield empty. 5 wides in the set. Gilby to throw. Looking underneath. Going to be caught by Kentner, and he drops it off his fingertips. Thrown a little bit behind him.
It was, yep.
Tough catch.
A lot of traffic right there where Gilby threw the ball.
And I think the Bronx punted away here. Yeah, they'll punt it away.
Yep.
The one thing I will say about this season, and you can look at Natrona County, Thunder Basin, East, Cheyenne Central, the top 5 teams. How many times has Colson Kuhn literally, I got to look up the stats, go to wildpreps.com, how many times has he punted this year? I bet it's less than 5 times the whole season.
I bet it's single digits.
It's got to be. So Colson Kuhn will line up to punt it with 35 seconds to go in the half. 28-0 Bronx. And Kuhn's going to be a fake punt. And Colson's going to come out on the run, 45. He'll have the first down. Now he's at midfield. Now cuts back again, breaks another tackle. Gets a block onto the 45. Now he's at the 40. 35, 30. Driven out of bounds at the 30-yard line with 22 seconds to go. Are the Sheridan Bronx just sent the message? We're not messing around.
We're not messing around.
It's the playoffs. Wow.
Yep. They're like, you know what? Watch all the film on this you want. Here we go.
You're up 28-0 and you fake punt? Somebody came to play football tonight, and they've got, as we said, of the teams in the playoffs, certain teams are there to be in Laramie and win a championship. Other teams are just happy to be here. 22 seconds to play in the half. Bronx with 2 timeouts left. 1st and 10 from the Laramie 30 after the fake punt. Gilby will take the snap, rolling right, still looking, and will be sacked. He's going to lose a couple. Bronx will burn a timeout quickly and kill the clock with 14 seconds to play. At least I think they'd love a shot, Ryan, at least a field goal.
Oh, yeah. That defender did a great job, Mike Jaskolski.
Hey, you run down a quarterback like that, because it was a long run for him to make that run. That's good play by that defender.
He probably ran 15, 20 yards
at least.
And chased him down.
And when you have a defender, a defensive lineman can run down a quarterback. So they'll spot the ball back at the 33-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 13. Loss of 3 on the play. 14 seconds to go. Well, you'd like to get a big chunk here, and, well, obviously you want a touchdown. If not, give Colson Kuhn a shot here. And look, he's got plenty of leg probably from 40, right?
Oh, I would think so.
So they need probably 8 yards or so to give him he's got plenty of leg.
And if Sheridan wanted to, they've still got 2 timeouts left if they really wanted to use one.
So 3rd and 13 for the Bronx. The ball spotted at the Laramie 33 after the sack.
I think it's 2nd down.
Are my eyes that bad? It's 2nd down. Sorry. So 2nd down. Again, time running out in the half. 28-0. Bronx lead it. Gilby ready to go. Kuhn to the backfield with him. Now they'll bring Dane Steele in motion near side. And Gilbertson to throw. Underneath. Kentner, and he's hit immediately, flagged down. We're going to get a hold, and that's probably going to end the half. We'll get a hold in the backfield. Laramie really brought the heat.
Yeah, last few plays, they've really pressured Gilbertson. They know that there's no back. It's an empty backfield.
Yeah, so just go.
It's a free run at the quarterback.
So they'll throw the flag at the 40. It's going to cost the Bronx 10. So I think now, you know what? Just run a play and see what happens, right? It'll be 3rd and forever. So first
Laramie
down.
still has a couple timeouts left if they really want to use them with 9 seconds to go.
No. You want to get in the locker room.
Especially being down 28-0.
And it could have been worse. The Bronx, again, with 2 really bad turnovers in the first half. They're going to spot the ball all the way back to midfield. You got to be kidding me.
So it's 2nd and 30.
You know what? There's probably. You know what?
Is that a country mile?
No, because Jeff Mowry is the evil scientist now.
Does he have a play dialed up for 2nd
Let's
and
see.
30?
Gilbertson will step out and chuck it deep. Got a man wide open, and it's incomplete. Oh! Just overthrew Kentner at the 10-yard line.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. For a second, you thought it was 6, didn't you?
I did.
Oh, my goodness. Kentner had somehow...
That was Dane.
It was Dane Steele. Somehow he got behind the defense, and the ball just overthrown. Otherwise, that was a touchdown.
Yep.
You know what? Do it again. You got 1 second to go. Final snap of the half.
Hail Mary.
And the Bronx will take a knee, and we'll go to the locker room. So we get ready for our halftime show. James Timberlake will be taking over here shortly. The Bronx are just going to take a knee and let the clock run out. Oh, my goodness, that was so close. That ball left Gilbertson's hands, and I just saw a blue and gold jersey running down the field, and I thought, oh, my goodness, they've done it. 28-0 Bronx on the Range scoreboard. We're at halftime. You're listening to Bronx Football on KWYO and 106.9 FM.
It's been an exciting year to watch football so far. You never know what's going to happen. Make sure you watch all the action and don't miss a single game at your football headquarters, the Oasis Lounge at the Ramada Plaza. They've got the NFL package. The Oasis Lounge is open 7 days a week and opens at 10 a.m. on Sundays with food and drink specials just for football. The Oasis Lounge inside the Ramada Plaza in Sheridan.
Wyoming Corporate Office is the trusted business choice behind thousands of businesses. Whether it's business formation, payroll, corporate paperwork, mail scanning service, or small business phone service, Wyoming Corporate Office powers over 100,000 businesses worldwide and locally. This makes Wyoming Corporate Office the state's largest business-to-business service provider, located right here in Sheridan, Wyoming. If you're drowning in corporate paperwork looking for someone with an unmatched experience that cares and wants to be your partner in making your business successful, trust that Wyoming Corporate Office can help you focus on what makes your business tick. Learn more today by visiting WyomingCorporateOffice.com.
There's a lot of hype about mortgage interest rates right now, but like sports, we can be working on your preseason mortgage game. This is Autumn Showtime Morris with Homestar. If you want the best rate when you're ready for a home loan, let's make sure everything you need is in place to get that win. I will personally help you every step of the way. Stop by and see us. We are located behind Bison Union Coffee Company at 30 Grinnell Plaza. Find us online at homestarfc.com. Homestar, your easiest way home.
Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center of Wyoming is proud to welcome fellowship-trained sports medicine surgeon Dr. Daniel Lichty to their world-class team. Whether you're an athlete or wanting to continue your active lifestyle, Dr. Lichty proudly offers a full spectrum of bone, joint, and muscle care to help you stay strong. Visit bhosc.com to learn more. Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center of Wyoming, specializing in what moves you. Now open in Sheridan at 1301 Avon Street, Suite A at the Burton Flats.
The Wyoming Way. Living in the 307 is close to heaven, and the home we love is made all the better when we take care of our neighbors. When you bank with the Bank of Sheridan, your money stays here, working in our community as hard as you do. We offer great rates and service, and all loan decisions are made locally. You work hard out there. Let us do the same for you. Stop by today and experience the local difference. It's the Wyoming Way. BuffaloFed.Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Fremont Motors Sheridan Ford is one of the largest Ford dealerships in the state of Wyoming. They have a large selection of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs for sale. Stop by Fremont Motors Sheridan Ford to order your new Ford Bronco or Ford truck. Their experienced sales team are there to help. When you shop Fremont, you can count on them to deliver an exceptional dealership experience from start to finish. Visit FremontMotorsSheridan.com or stop by 1658 Coffin Avenue.
The weather is so unpredictable this time of year. Is your vehicle or tires ready? Chris Hayden with Hammer Chevrolet.
Bob, with our tire price match guarantee, you don't have to wait for a tire sale. We carry all the brand name tires at the guaranteed lowest price. If your vehicle's in need of any mechanical repairs, we have the latest in diagnostic and repair equipment. We offer an oil change, tire rotation, and 27-point inspection. Hammers is your full-service dealership, and we value your business. Schedule online at hammerchevy.com or call us.
Farmers Co-op, home of the 99-cent soda, is also one of the best places in town to grab that morning coffee and a few snacks to go. Or stop in for a quick lunch. Farmers Co-op has tasty deli soups and delicious Ligurski hot dogs and sausages. My favorite is the Polish with a little mustard and sauerkraut. Tie one of those together with a soda and some chips and life is good. Farmers Co-op, owned by those they serve at 1450 Coffee Avenue in Sheridan.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
It's time for the Homestar Halftime Show. We'll be back with a wrap of the first half right after this word from Homestar, your easiest way home.
Are you looking to ease a financial burden, secure college funding, make home improvements, consolidate debt? Hi, this is Matt with Homestar. These are all things we can help you with. Don't let national news stop you from exploring options to solve your problems and ease your mind. I will personally help you every step of the way. Stop by and see us. We are located behind Bison Union Coffee Company at 30 Grinnell Plaza. Find us online at homestarfc.com. Homestar, your easiest way home.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And good evening, football fans. We are at halftime of the quarterfinal matchup between the Sheridan Broncs and Laramie Plainsmen. The Broncs came into this matchup tonight having won their 18th in a row against the Plainsmen earlier this season and have won 19 of the last 20 matchups between the two. And the Broncs have outscored Laramie by an astounding margin of 736 to 121 over their last 18 meetings. At the halfway point here tonight in their quarterfinal matchup, the Broncs are on their way to extending that winning streak, leading the Plainsmen right now 28-0 at half. Welcome, everybody, to the Bronc Halftime Report presented by Homestar. I'm your host, James Timberlake. Coming up, we will get a look at the upcoming local weekend sports schedule. Then we'll preview the Cowboys matchup against Hawaii Saturday, as well as the Broncos game against the Jaguars across the pond on Sunday. But first, let's get you caught up on the other playoff scores going on across the state right now. In 4A tonight, number 7, Rock Springs is on the road taking on second-seeded Cheyenne East, and it's a bit of a closer matchup than I think a lot of people expected. Cheyenne East right now leading 22-17 at half in that one. In the other matchups, number 6, Campbell County trailing number 3, Natrona County on the road in that one, 42-6. That one is quickly coming to the end of the first half. And then also number 4, seeded Cheyenne Central is at home taking on 5-seeded Thunder Basin. The winner of that game will take on the winner of this game here in Sheridan tonight, and right now it looks like Cheyenne Central is leading that one 20-7 in the second quarter. Locally in the 2A playoffs, number 1 Bighorn took on number 4 Mountain View earlier today at 1 p.m. and Bighorn won that one 28-26. They were down. The Bighorn Rams, the heavy favorite in that game, obviously, as the 1 seed coming into that matchup. They were down about 80% of that game, basically until the 8-minute mark in the fourth quarter. The rushing attack of Mountain View was giving the Bighorn Rams all kinds of fits all game long. I bet they ran for about 300 yards, the Mountain View Buffalo did, but nonetheless, Cooper Garber and that offense was able to march down the field, come back at halftime. They were down 20-14 at halftime. They came back in the second half and won that one 28-26. They will play Lyman in their second round matchup next weekend, and that will be next weekend. Cokeville, surprising one. Tongue River, number two seeded Tongue River, they fell today against number 3 seeded Cokeville, 17-0. They got shut out at home in their playoff matchup. So that is Tongue River's season done. They had a good season, but unfortunately came short, falling 17-0 to Cokeville. Taking a look at the local sports schedule this weekend, regional volleyball tournaments are underway. They started today. The Lady Broncs took on Laramie to open the tournament and fell in that matchup in straight sets 3-0. They play again tomorrow in a loser-out matchup against Cheyenne Central with first serve set for 9 a.m. The Tongue River Lady Eagles and Bighorn Lady Rams also opened their regional tournament in Burns. The Lady Rams took on Lusk to open the tournament and won that matchup in straight sets 3-0. The Lady Rams then started their second match of the game against Linglefort Laramie at 6 p.m. and we will update you on that score as we go forward here tonight. And as we continue here, depending on if they win or lose that matchup, the Lady Rams, they will play tomorrow at either 1:30 p.m. or 3 p.m. depending on the final score on that one. The Lady Eagles opened their tournament with a matchup against Burns. They fell in that one 3-1, and they'll play again tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Volleyball is the only other high school sport going on the only high school sport going on in action this weekend other than football. The Hawks, Sheridan Hawks, they'll conclude the weekend schedule. They will be at home taking on Helena, Montana tonight and tomorrow, with the puck sets to drop at 7:30 p.m. Let's look at the local sports schedule. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back with the Cowboy and Bronco matchup previews. You're listening to the Bronc Halftime Report, presented by Homestar.
There's a lot of hype about mortgage interest rates right now, but like sports, we can be working on your preseason mortgage game. This is Autumn Showtime Morris with Homestar. If you want the best rate when you're ready for a home loan, let's make sure everything you need is in place to get that win. I will personally help you every step of the way. Stop by and see us. We are located behind Bison Union Coffee Company at 30 Cornell Plaza. Find us online at homestarfc.com. Homestar, your easiest way home.
The McTeacher Nights are coming back to McDonald's on Coffeen Avenue. That's right. Thursday, November 3rd from 5 to 8 p.m. Coming to McDonald's on Coffeen Avenue. Have a great meal, and then a portion of the proceeds will benefit Bighorn Elementary. You'll be served by some of your favorite teachers, administrators, and, of course, the great McDonald's team. It's back. McTeacher Night, Thursday, November 3rd, 5 to 8 p.m., benefiting Bighorn Elementary School. McTeacher Night will be at the Coffeen Avenue location only.
Hi, this is Elizabeth.
And JT with EBIA Hearing and Sound. Hearing well is living well, and we're here to help.
Not only are we able to provide premier hearing aid technology with Bluetooth and AI, but we can address the environment in which you are hearing.
Our sound consultation services tailor solutions to fit your needs. Whether at work, at church, or at home, if you're struggling to hear, we can help.
Call EBIA Hearing and Sound today, 674-8920. That's 674-8920.
This is Troy Baker with Hammer Chevrolet, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back to the Bronc Halftime Report, presented by Homestar. Broncs leading at the halfway point between the Broncs and Laramie, 28-0. The two closest collegiate and professional football teams to Sheridan, the Wyoming Cowboys and the Denver Broncos, will basically be playing on opposite sides of planet Earth on Saturday and Sunday, with the Cowboys traveling to Hawaii to play the Rainbow Warriors and the Broncos taking the trip across the pond to London in a London matchup against the Jacksonville Jaguars. An 11-hour time difference and a 17-hour flight is the difference between the two teams this weekend, instead of a no time difference and an hour flight or a 3-hour drive. Hawaii comes into their matchup with the Cowboys this weekend at 2-6 on the season, and there is no sugarcoating it. They have been pretty bad, with their only wins coming at the hands of an FCS opponent and Nevada just a few weeks ago. The Rainbow Warriors have bad ratings in just about every aspect of both sides of the ball. On offense, they're only averaging about 17 points per game, 340 yards per game, and .245 points per play, all rank in the bottom 20 in the NCAA. If you could find a positive on offense for Hawaii, it would probably be their rushing game, even though that hasn't been great either. They're averaging about 4.3 yards per rush on 31 rushes per game for 135 yards per game, which comes out to about middle of the pack as possible. Their passing game is not much better. They're only completing about 53% of their passes and averaging 5.4 yards per pass, which are both bottom 10 marks in the country. In total, they're only averaging 204 yards through the air per game, which is also in the bottom 40 of the country. The defensive side of the ball for Hawaii is even worse. Across the board, they are averaging bottom 20 ranks, 37 points per game, 446 yards per game, 0.581 points per play, and 6.9 yards per play, all some of the lowest marks in college football this season. Something the Cowboys will absolutely be looking to take advantage of is the Rainbow Warriors' terrible rush defense. Hawaii is giving up the most yards per rush in the country at 6.2, and the fourth most rush yards per game at 224.4 per game. This game will heavily favor the Cowboys in terms of scheme, especially on the offensive side of the ball. We just saw Titus Swen go for his best game of his career running the football against Utah State, and I think it's safe to assume another solid game from him, especially against a worse defense than Utah State's in Hawaii. As of Thursday afternoon, the Cowboys are favored by 10.5 points, and if that line holds, it will be the first time the Pokes will be double-digit favorites against an FBS opponent this season. We'll see if the Cowboys can put together another impressive rushing performance when they take on the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors over on 1410 AM and 106.9 FM KWYO, with pregame scheduled for 8:30 p.m. and kickoff is scheduled for 10 p.m. The Denver Broncos dropped their fourth game in a row last week, falling to the New York Jets 16-9. It was a game I don't think a lot of people thought the Broncos were going to win with backup quarterback Brett Rippon starting for the Broncos. The offense looked even more congested than when they had Russell Wilson behind center or under center, and that was kind of the story for both teams at the end of the day. Now the Broncos look ahead to a matchup in London with the Jacksonville Jaguars on Sunday. Russell Wilson should be back for this one, barring any setbacks. We all heard the report that he was doing high knees for 4 hours on the plane ride over the pond. So, as you can tell, the king of cornball is trying his absolute hardest to get back on the field this week. The Jacksonville Jaguars coming into this matchup with the same record as the Broncos, 2-5 on the season, and also have lost 4 in a row as well. The Jags come in as a pretty solid rushing team. They sported a solid two-headed rushing attack between Travis Etienne and James Robinson. However, earlier this week, the Jags traded Robinson to the Jets, so now it will be Etienne's show to run out of the backfield. Jacksonville quarterback Trevor Lawrence came into the league 2 years ago with about as much hype around a prospect since probably Andrew Luck. It's still early, but he still hasn't really lived up to that hype or to the standard, but he has shown flashes this season. He comes into this matchup having thrown for 1,700 yards so far with 9 touchdowns and 4 interceptions with 8 big-time throws and 9 turnover-worthy plays. The Jags defense comes in very middle of the pack with their rush defense showing a little better numbers than their pass defense, but something of note that the Broncos could be able to exploit. The Jags have been a terrible tackling team so far this year. They've missed 81 tackles on defense, the most in the league, and a tackling grade of 29.8 from Pro Football Focus, also worst in the league. The Broncos will be especially missing running back Javonte Williams in this matchup, who is known for his break tackle ability, but they will have to make do with what they have, and as it stands right now, they will come into the matchup as 2.5-point underdogs, and we will see if Denver can go across the pond to London and snap their 4-game losing streak, and you'll be able to hear all the action live very early in the morning, with pregame scheduled for 5 a.m. and kickoff scheduled for 7:30 a.m. on 1410 a.m. and 106.9 FM KWYO as well. Looks like we're getting ready to start up the second half over at Homer Scott Field, so we're going to send it back out to Trevor Jackson and Ryan Parker. I have been your host, James Timberlake, and this has been the Bronc Halftime Report presented by Homestar.
Are you looking to ease a financial burden, secure college funding, make home improvements, consolidate debt? Hi, this is Matt with Homestar. These are all things we can help you with. Don't let national news stop you from exploring options to solve your problems and ease your mind. I will personally help you every step of the way. Stop by and see us. We are located behind Bison Union Coffee Company at 30 Grinnell Plaza. Find us online at homestarfc.com. Homestar, your easiest way home.
Have you been to the showroom at Thompson Master Masons? If you're thinking about doing a masonry project, you need to stop by and check it out. Thompson's located on the corner of Broadway and 11th and Sheridan with a showroom full of brick and stone samples. They offer both man-made and natural stone. As a matter of fact, Thompson Master Masons has the widest selection of stone, block, and brick in town. Wholesale or retail, contact Thompson Master Masons.
The law offices of Chapman, Valdez, and Lansing has offices in Sheridan and Casper ready to protect the freedoms and rights of the citizens of Wyoming. Michael Lansing, McCole Soto, and Wade McCool provide competent local legal counsel focused on small businesses, real estate transactions, guardianships, employee protections, and personal injury. Michael, McCole, and Wade will aggressively, timely, and ethically protect your rights.
And welcome back, everybody. We go to the second half. Laramie will receive the kickoff. Trabig breaks it. He's at the 40-45, and you know what? Todd Gilbertson will make the tackle near the 46-yard line and save the touchdown.
Heck of
the
a
kicker.
return.
Yeah. You know what? I'll tell you what. Trabig can run.
Yes, he can.
Kid's got some wheels.
He's going to be tired tomorrow. He's been a one-man wrecking crew tonight.
So the Plainsmen will come out. Great field position to start the second half. Great return by Trabig. It'll be 1st and 10 at their own 46. Hey, you know one thing I'll tell you tonight? Plainsmen came to play. I know it's 28-0, and the Bronx turned it over a couple of times in the first half, but Plainsmen came to play tonight.
They're playing hard.
So they'll empty the backfield, 5 wides in the set. Malone by himself in the backfield, the quarterback spot. Send a man in motion to the far side. Going to throw underneath. It's going to be caught, and the tackle's broken by Calderon. He's on the run and will be knocked down inside the Sheridan 30. Well, here come the Plainsmen.
Wow.
Made the guy miss initially, and the Plainsmen have it 1st and 10 on the Bronx 26. Hey, don't go to sleep.
Well, you know, the Laramie's put the Bronx in a couple of these positions earlier in the first half, and they bent a little bit, but they didn't break.
Well, Calderon and Trabing are good athletes.
I was just about to say, Laramie's got some athletes. They've got some size.
They showed
We've
it on
talked
that
about
play
that.
for sure. 1st and 10 for the Plainsmen. Malone to throw again to the outside. Going to be batted down at the line of scrimmage. Haswell got a piece of it.
We've called his name a couple times tonight.
Just a few times. So Haswell bats the ball down. 2nd and 10 for the Plainsmen at the Sheridan 26. Again, just underway, third quarter, 28-0 Bronx. And getting kind of a pedestrian first half for the Bronx. Well, there were some big plays. I mean, Matt Kettner had a couple of monsters, even though one got called back. 2nd and 10 for the Plainsmen at the Sheridan 26. Malone to Trabing, running right. Bronx are after him, switches field, and he'll be dropped for a loss of a yard. Just couldn't quite avoid everybody.
Raider Tomlinson had a beat on him and turned him back to the inside, and Dane Steele comes up and finishes him off.
That left side of the line did a good job to turn him back inside. And then once that happened, the speed's done. Once you get turned back in the middle of the traffic, it doesn't matter how fast you are. 3rd and 11 now for the Plainsmen at the Sheridan 27. Trabing in the backfield with Malone. 3 wides in the set to the far side. Malone to throw. Deep drop, has time, going to unload it over the middle, and it's going to be picked off. Intercepted, it'll be Bronx football. Coming back with it is Dane Steele, and he'll be dropped at the 37-yard line. Flag in late. Let's see what this one is. The ball, he wanted Branch, he overthrew him.
He did. Steele was standing back there and kind of just caught that like he was fielding the punt. I think it's going to go against Sheridan.
So the Bronx will take the turnover. They spot the ball at the 36-yard line of the Bronx. And now they'll talk it over. Something must have been maybe a block in the back on the return by Steele.
Maybe a hold on the return as well.
So we know it's going to go against the Bronx. They'll back them up inside the 25-yard line, it looks like. What was it?
An illegal blindside block.
Oh.
So someone didn't have their head on a swivel.
When they eliminated that, I just hated it. There's nothing better than a crackback, somebody getting lit up.
Yeah, but it's all about player safety.
I know it is. Oh my goodness, over the years I've seen some great ones. 1st and 10 Bronx at their own 21. I know it's player safety, I'm sorry.
If you're the one delivering the blow, you feel pretty good about
but
it.
if you're the one that gets concussed, it's not good.
Right. So they try to take that out of the game.
So the Bronx get the takeaway. Dane Steele with the interception. 1st and 10 for Sheridan on their own 21. Bronx offense back to work. Just under 11 to go. Third quarter just underway. Second half. Going to bring in man in motion. That's Dane Steele, and the Bronx false start. 2 penalties in a row. Let's go. Let's go.
Chance Larson was a little antsy on that and moved a little early.
Just like to see him button it up a little bit. I know you're ahead 28-0, but it's playoff football.
Yep.
And starting next week, Cheyenne Central, I think, still was up 20-7. Those dudes come to town. Either it's Thunder Basin or Cheyenne Central. They're not going to mess around. So 1st and 15 for the Bronx, back inside their own 20. And the give's going to go to Kuhn, and Colson fighting for yardage, shot to about the 23-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd about 8 or 9, depending on the spot.
I think Dane Steele on that carry.
Was that Dane?
That was. He kind of took it on one of those little inside. He was in motion, and he took the handoff.
Only a gain of a couple. Let's call it a gain of 7. Or gain of 6. 3rd and 9 now for the Bronx on their own 22.
Yep. 2nd down, because after that penalty, it was a 1st down. So 2nd down.
So 2nd and 9 from the 22. Steele in motion. And it's going to be Kuhn getting the direct snap, and he's out the gate. 35-40. Now midfield. Now it's a foot race. 40. 35-30. 25-10. And he is going to take it in. Colson Kuhn just went 69 yards. Direct snap. Wow.
He hit the corner, and you talked about it earlier. His speed is a little unknown. We know he can break tackles.
He's got a defender with an angle on him, Ryan. I didn't think he was going to be.
Him.
And he just outran him to the spot.
That defender tried to get a hand on the jersey at about the 5-yard line. 69
yards for Colson Kuhn. That's unbelievable.
But that speed is elusive.
The last 40 yards, it was over.
Yep.
So Colson for the point after. Again, just under 10 to go in this third quarter. Wow.
Lots of big plays for the Bronx tonight.
You get 2 penalties back-to-back, and then the next play, you get a touchdown, and an extra point is good. And the Bronx lead 35-0 with 9:53 to play here in the third quarter. You listen to Bronx Football on KWYO and 106.9 FM.
Have you been to the showroom at Thompson Master Masons? If you're thinking about doing a masonry project, you need to stop by and check it out. Thompson's located on the corner of Broadway and 11th and Sheridan with a showroom full of brick and stone samples. They offer both man-made and natural stone. As a matter of fact, Thompson Master Masons has the widest selection of stone, block, and brick in town. Wholesale or retail, contact Thompson Master Masons.
This is Dr. Dana Leroy with Leroy Family Dental, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Trevor Jackson and Ryan Parker with you. KWY on 106.9 FM, and I've been watching this for years. And, folks, you've been listening to it for years, and you've been watching our web stream, and the Sheridan Bronx never cease to amaze me. Penalty. You're backed up. Bang.
Bang, touchdown.
69-yard touchdown run on the quarterback.
Yep,
and Ty Gilbertson to boot it away. Low line drive on a bounce, and it will go into the end zone for a touchback. 9:52 to play third quarter, 35-0 Bronx. Wow. And I'm harping on a couple of turnovers.
Yep. But Sheridan's offense is so explosive.
Well, literally, and you've seen it, we've all seen it. Anywhere on the field, they've got a chance to go.
Right.
And that time,
in one play.
It was a direct snap to the quarterback, and he just beat everybody.
For your 69 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, you're thinking, if you're Laramie, you're thinking, okay, they're shooting themselves in the foot a couple times. And then it's one play, and there's 7 more points on the board.
It's not old Colson either. He's got 10 guys blocking for him out there.
Yep.
So you got guys knocking people down. 1st and 10 Laramie from their own 20. Malone, the straight give up the middle to Trabing, and nothing. He'll be dropped right at the line of scrimmage.
Wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing Coach Mowry start rotating some guys in.
Well, you know what? Right now, we'll probably see defensive backs maybe first.
Right.
And then we'll see. I think we've got Taryn Grooms is in there right now. I don't think Kuhn's out there at the linebacker spot.
Nope, you got Custis in there.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of guys that go both ways, we're not going to see them for the rest of the night.
Right. Yep, you got Groomsy and Custis at the linebacker positions now.
You're playing for a trip down to Laramie, and they'll throw out to Calderon. He'll make the catch at about the 27-yard line. It's going to be driven out of bounds there. Then do they keep him inbounds? Something going to say out of bounds at the 27-yard line.
Don Berrettini was over there to slow him up.
And the good thing about this is getting these guys that maybe aren't the defensive starters, they've had a lot of snaps this year, and you never know. They're all seasoned.
You've all got to be ready to go.
If you're going to win a state championship, everybody suited up with a helmet on is going to be an important part of a title.
Yep.
I don't care who you are. Even if you're a sophomore that doesn't play much, you're part of it. 3rd and 3 for the Plainsmen. Snap to Malone, rolling to his right. Going to stop, in trouble now. He chucks it deep down the middle. Got a man wide open. It's going to be caught out there, and it's Branch, and he will be knocked out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Branch was kind of worried about the defender.
Right, why did he slow down?
If he keeps running, it's a touchdown.
I agree.
I mean, he had him beat so bad.
And then he just slowed down, and the defender was able to catch up to him and push him out of bounds.
At the 22-yard line, I mean, they beat the Bronx bad that time. And I thought for sure. As he caught
it was 6.
It was.
Wow.
For some reason, Branch just slowed down and stutter-stepped. And now it's 1st and 10 for Laramie at the Sheridan.
Great job by the quarterback to hang in that pocket and just unload one.
17-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Plainsmen at the Bronx 17. And they'll give it to Trabing, and Trabing maybe got a yard, if that.
Trabing on the carry.
Well, I feel that for sure. As soon as that was caught. Yeah, I think you and I both looked at the same time, and you're thinking, that's 6.
That's 6, yep.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10 for the Plainsmen at the Bronx 17-yard line.
But nonetheless, that was a nice play for Laramie.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give credit to Malone.
Yep.
He said the pocket was avalanche time. It was coming down on him, and he stood in there and let it fly in a good route by Branch to get behind everybody. 2nd and 10 for the Plainsmen. Malone rolling right to throw. Looks on the run, and it will be caught by Trabing.
What a catch.
And it was a one-handed catch. He'll be chased out of bounds near the 12-yard line, a gain of about 5. And that'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Plainsmen from the Sheridan 12. Actually, let's call it the 13, gain of 4. 3rd and 6 coming for the Plainsmen. Well, it's 2-down territory now. So the Plainsmen need to get the ball to about just inside the Sheridan 7-yard line for a first down. Or you go for it all right here. Long way to go here in the third quarter. Bronx up 35-0. Malone has a man. It's going to be caught by Branch, and he will have the first down, it looks like, close to that 7-yard line. But I think Riney got it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be close.
Actually, it was Calderon, not Branch. Excuse me.
I think the referee's
going
to come in, take a look, and says first down.
1st and goal for the Plainsmen at the Sheridan 7.
No measurement needed.
So that'll keep the clock running as we approach the 8-minute mark of this third quarter. 35-0 Bronx on the Range scoreboard.
I just want to, sure you guys heard it at halftime, but send out a congratulations to Coach Kirk McLaughlin and the Bighorn Rams.
Yep, got the victory today.
Tough game today. I was out there to watch that one, and you know what? Mountain View got off the bus, and they gave Bighorn all they could handle, and Bighorn sealed it with a pick.
Malone gives it, fakes to Trabing. He'll keep it, and he'll be driven back. Well, the Bronx didn't bite on that at all, on that play fake to Trabing. And Malone loses a yard back to the 8-yard line. So 2nd and goal now for Laramie from the 8-yard line.
Throw out a congratulations to Coach Hansen out at Tongue River, too.
Great year.
Great year.
Just gonna
didn't end the way he wanted it to. Tough matchup with Cokeville, but you know, still, I think that was only their 2nd loss on the season. So
great year.
Great year. I'm sure he's disappointed not how he wanted it to end.
2nd and goal for the Plainsmen from the Sheridan 8. Malone to throw. Has time, going to throw over the middle, and it's going to be caught for the touchdown. Branch makes the catch, or was it Calderon? Branch made the catch. So Laramie.
That was a nice drive for the Plainsmen.
It was. Malone to Branch for the score. So Laramie's on the board. And Ennis will come on for the PAT. And the point after is up, and it is good with 6:58 to play in the third on the Range scoreboard. It's Sheridan 35, Laramie 7. You're listening to Bronx Football on KWYO and 106.9 FM.
The law offices of Chapman, Valdez, and Lansing has offices in Sheridan and Casper ready to protect the freedoms and rights of the citizens of Wyoming. Michael Lansing, McCole Soto, and Wade McCool provide competent local legal counsel focused on small businesses, real estate transactions, guardianships, employee protections, and personal injury. Michael, McCole, and Wade will aggressively, timely, and ethically protect your rights 24/7. Proud to support all local youth activities.
This is State Senator Dave Kinski, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Okay, everybody. Well, the Laramie Plainsmen get one in. That's a good drive. Hit a couple of big plays.
Yep.
And they get it in. So good for the Plainsmen.
Well, I know it's...
Don't lay down.
Not quite halfway through the third.
Well, you know what? Finish strong.
Do we onside kick here? Is Laramie going to...
No. I think you just
You think you boot it deep?
It's 35-7.
Do you want to kick it to one of these two?
If it was 35-21, maybe. I don't know. You Kentner and Steele are back.
Pick your poison, I guess.
Kick it along the ground.
Right.
And The kick is going to be a low squib kick out of bounds. So that's, you know what? I don't mind that so much. I don't mind that so much because
so the kick goes out of bounds, so the kicking or the receiving team does have the option of making the team back up 5 yards and re-kick.
Yeah.
Or they can take the ball at the 35.
Let's take it to 35.
I have seen Coach Mowry do it before where he makes them re-kick.
I think they're going to re-kick. Well, you know what they're thinking? You know what the Broncos
They want
thinking?
that return.
They want a return, and there's guys out there that can go the distance.
I want to say last year down at Cheyenne Central, opening kickoff of the game, Central kicks it out of bounds. Coach elects to make them re-kick it, and they take it to the house.
Yep.
For a touchdown. So I've seen it before from Coach Mowry, and it looks like he's going to...
The thing about it is, on Laramie's side, it's like, look, we just scored. Let's not do something crazy and let them have one.
Right.
To take the momentum back.
But now Coach Mowry is countering that by making them re-kick it.
Well, you're kicking now from the 35, so you've got to think, if he doesn't boom it, you're going to get great field position now.
Yep.
And that's just putting faith in the kids with the hands. And let's see how they want to play it. Ennis will line up to boot it away. You got to do the same thing again, don't you? Just hit a hard line drive somewhere.
Yeah, but you got to keep it in bounds, though.
And they were onside kick, and the Bronx have it at the Laramie 47. So the ball only went 7. Well, it went its 10 yards.
Yep.
And the Bronx will have it 1st and 10 at the Laramie 46, and I think the Bronx were expecting that.
Yep. Because there was no issues with handling that kick.
No.
So, and he did what he was supposed to do.
Yep.
He secured it and then just goes down to the ground.
So 1st and 10 Bronx at the 46-yard line of Laramie. And Gilby will bring his guys out. Colson Kuhn in the backfield. 35-7 Bronx. 7 minutes to go, third quarter. 1st and 10 for the Bronx at the Laramie 46. Bring a man in motion near side. Give it to Kuhn running left. Bounces to the outside. Makes a man miss. Another man miss. Down the sidelines. And will be driven out of bounds near the 30-yard line. A gain of about 17-yard gain by Kuhn. And Colson will trot off the field. Taryn Grooms will come on. And I think maybe they just said, okay, Colson, take your helmet off.
Yeah, we'll see.
We still, there's still a long way to go.
Exactly.
We got under 7 minutes to go in the third quarter, but still. So Taryn Grooms in there. First down for the Bronx inside the Laramie 30 at the 28-yard line. Dane Steele in motion into the backfield. And it'll be the quarterback. Gilby keeping it, not much. And we're going to get a big face mask. This will be a 15-yard personal foul. The tackle was right around the head as he got spun around. Gilby's okay.
Even from our spot up, clear up here in the booth, you could see that one.
Well, I could tell by the authority that the referee threw the flag. It was a fastball.
Yep.
That was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball on the flag throw. So it was like, yep, that's going to be a biggie.
So we'll add 15 yards to that.
So they're going to march this all the way down to the Laramie 13-yard line. Yep, tackle up by the head and got spun around. So 1st and 10 for the Bronx at the 13-yard line of the Plainsmen with 6:45 to go in the third. Taryn Grooms to the backfield with Gilbertson. 4 wides in the set with 3 to the near side. From the 13-yard line, Steele will go in motion. And they're going to throw out there. It's going to be caught incomplete. I thought he had him.
Yeah, trying to get it out there.
Got out in front.
He's trying to hit Cole Hansen.
Cole Hansen, just way out in front of him.
Yep.
If it's on the money, it's a touchdown because he had broke off the route inside and there was nobody there. And it'll be 2nd down from the Laramie 13 for the Bronx. And again, same set, 3 to the near side, 1 wide receiver to the far side, and Taryn Grooms in the backfield with Gilbertson. 2nd and 10 from the 13. Looks like the same play's coming. They're going to run the same play. This one's going to be caught, but a short gain, maybe a yard. Hansen makes the catch this time, but he had to go up in the air and catch it.
Yeah, Laramie was ready for that one.
Same play. That time it was complete. Now it'll bring up 3rd down for the Bronx. Again, a short gain of a yard. 3rd and 9 from the Laramie 12.
3rd and 9 for Sheridan.
And now they'll switch it. 3 wides to the far side of the field. Laramie jumped offside, so the Bronx get a free 5-yarder. Went with the long count. So that'll bring up third and about what?
4.
3rd and 4? They'll step this off inside the 10-yard line. So the Bronx will have a couple of cracks at it from, it looks like, the 7-yard line to spot the ball at the 7. So 3rd and 4 for the Bronx from the Laramie 7-yard line. As the Bronx look to answer the Laramie touchdown. 35-7 Bronx lead on the Range scoreboard. 6 minutes to play, third quarter. Bronx set in the backfield. Grooms again in there at the running back spot. And Gilbertson sets his guys. Twin wide receivers to either side on 3rd and 4. And flag fly. It's going to cost the Bronx 5.
They're going to give the 5 right back to them.
Somebody jumped on that offensive line. And so they'll move the ball from the 7 back to the 12. We'll do it again. So 3rd and 7, or 3rd and 8 coming. So we go right back to where we were. And again, they're rolling guys through right now. Getting a lot of playing time for everyone tonight.
Yeah, that was John Henry Justice with the false start.
Kilby to throw over the middle. Got a man. Caught! Touchdown!
Dane Steele.
Dane Steele with a catch. Just ran that kind of post route, and Gilbertson threw it right on the money. With 5:33 to play in the third. Wow.
Boy, they can just score at will.
It was a great play, great throw, great catch.
Yep.
Steele will hold it. Coon for the extra point.
And now Colson Kuhn for the point after. It is up, and it is good with 5:33 to play in the third. On the Range scoreboard, it's Sheridan 42, Laramie 7. You listen to Bronx football at KWYO 106.9 FM.
One season, 2 halves, 4 quarters, 1 halftime, 1 final whistle. A season of memories to last a lifetime. Don't let distractions turn those memories into tragedies. Texting while driving is a dangerous distraction. Sending or reading a text takes your eyes off the road for 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving the length of an entire football field with your eyes closed. Whether you're driving to the game or down the court, YDOT reminds you to stop the texts and stop the wrecks.
Paid for by YDOT Federal 402 funding.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Okay, everybody, we go here. 5.5 to go in the third. Bronx answered the Laramie touchdown with one of their own. That was pretty. Gilby to Steele for 13 yards. 42-7 Bronx. There's one ugly part to the game tonight, Ryan, and you got the stat.
Yep, Sheridan has been penalized 10 times so far.
That's about 8
Coach
too
Mowry
many.
is not going to be happy with that.
The coaches will not be happy with
that. They're making mistakes that they normally don't, and being in playoff time football, he will not be happy.
And those are mental mistakes. You got to button it up a little closer. 42-7 Bronx still lead it, and Gilbertson will kick it away short, high end over end kick, and it'll be taken by one of the upbacks at the 18-yard line, and Laramie will have it 1st and 10 near their own 28-27. Well, we'll call it the 28-yard line or so.
Peterson on the return.
And looking at who's coming on the field again, the Bronx starting to roll people through on that defensive side. Look, it's 42-7. And the Bronx have a semifinal game staring them right down the bullseye right now. And we'll try to get a score for you as soon as possible. It's Giant Central. The winner of Central and Thunder tonight will play here next Friday. And Central had the early advantage.
The latest update that I have, Trevor, is a halftime score where Central was up 20-10.
And we need to get an update there. They're going to give it to, it'll be Trabing around the right side. Good yardage out near midfield before he's run out of bounds. Gains more than 20. They're going to give him the Sheridan side of the field as well at the 48-yard line of the Bronx.
Nice run.
First down, Laramie.
And
do we have a flag down? Yep, we got a flag right at about the 40.
I was looking at the Laramie team walking backwards.
The flag was kind of shielded by the Sheridan sideline.
So it's coming back. The flag thrown right at the 40-yard line. And that would indicate probably, block in the back or a hold, something like that. So it's going to cost them 10 from the 40. So it'll be 1st and about 9. It looks like by the time they step this off, it'll be holding against the Plainsmen. So they'll step it off. It'll be 1st and 9 for the Plainsmen at the their own 29-yard line. So 1st and 9 coming. And that was a great run by Trabing.
That was. But maybe there was a reason.
He's
an athlete.
Pretty dang fast.
Yep.
Got some serious
He's a good-looking player.
Mm-hmm. So they'll spot the ball, and actually it'll be the original line of scrimmage, what we're going to say. So let's call it 1st and 10.
1st and 10. Let's just do it over.
For the Plainsmen at their own 29. 5:21 to play, third quarter. And Malone will have Trabing in the backfield with him on 1st and 10. Or 2nd and 10, excuse me. And give it to Trabing again, running to the right side this time. There's not a whole lot there, and nothing there. He got back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
And that was 1st and 10.
That was 1st and 10. Excuse me. No, 2nd and 10 coming. So no gain on the play. Might even lost a little bit.
I think he lost a yard.
Yep. So 2nd and 11 coming. The Bronx had that sniffed out pretty good.
2nd down, 11 to go.
So 2nd and 11 for the Plainsmen at their own 28-yard line, under 5 to go in the third quarter. Is this game drug on, or is it just me?
It might just be you.
My internal clock is like, really? I mean, 42 to 7, you think it'd be running a little quicker. Malone ready to go again, bring a new guy into the backfield. Malone to throw, gets it out in the flat. It's going to be caught, and a short gain, maybe a couple, and that'll be it. Trabing got the reception, but picked up 2 yards. 3rd and 9 coming for the Plainsmen. And maybe a little bit more than 2. Let's give him a gain of 3. So 3rd and 8 coming for the Plainsmen. The nose of the ball just inside their own 31-yard line. And again, we'll try to get an updated score for you, but Cheyenne Central's playing at home against Thunder Basin tonight. Winner gets to come to Sheridan next week. And Thunder again had the early advantage. 3rd and 8 for the Plainsmen. And Malone to throw, has time, going to chuck it, got a man, falls down incomplete. I want it. Let's call their own, fell down. Pretty decent coverage, but he was open.
He was open. Darren Davidson on the coverage.
And he just fell down, incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down. And it looks like the Plainsmen are going to run the punting unit out there, but the Bronx have got to be thinking, we're not going to punt the ball. But you got to punt from your own 31, don't you?
We've seen stranger things tonight.
Back deep to receive the kick. I think Berrettini's back.
And Dunham. Yep.
So Dunham and Berrettini will go back, and they'll stand at their own 30. And we'll see if the Plainsmen boot it away. And they will kick it away. Short line drive kick, and it'll be taken on a bounce. And it's going to be
Dunham
up
to the 45.
So decent. I'll tell you what.
They're not going to give him progress.
I'll tell you what. That was a gutty pickup.
That was.
A low line drive, and he took it off the bounce. Because I'm thinking that thing could end up at the 10-yard line, but he made the scoop. 1st and 10 Bronx.
48?
At the 48-yard line.
43. Sorry, 43.
And we will see Darren Davidson come on, and the backups are there now. Custis is on the field. Davidson to run the quarterback spot. Custis and Grooms in the backfield with him. And the Bronx down with, just under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. And you run everybody through now.
Yep.
The fight is over.
Some of the linemen have switched out.
Let's see if they can move
Chance
football.
Larson came out. Noah Williamson came out.
So Double D, Darren Davidson, will run at the quarterback spot. And the give's going to go to Grooms. Bouncing it to the right side. Cuts back and breaks a tackle.
Oh, my word.
And he's gone! Taryn Grooms broke tackles. He'll take it the distance. That one's going to go 57 yards. Wow. Terrible tackling, and Taryn stayed on his feet, busted to the outside, and he was gone with 3:38 to play in the third quarter. Wow. Well, you think somebody wanted to score?
That kid never ceases to amaze me.
Groomsy.
Knows his role. He comes in and plays hard. And
wow. I mean, he was bottled up at the point of attack.
Yep.
There was like 3 defenders there, and he just bounced off of him, and then it was over.
Some people probably think Sheridan's running up the score, but no. Their backups are in, and Laramie just couldn't tackle.
No, it was just bad tackling. Yep. Kuhn will come on out of the PAT, so with 3:38 to go in the third on the Range scoreboard, it's Sheridan 49, Laramie 7. You're listening to Bronx Football on KWYO. 106.9 FM.
When it comes to printed, embroidered, or promotional product needs, there's only one choice in and around Sheridan County. That's Kilpatrick Creations on Brundage Street in Sheridan. Our knowledge and experience puts us ahead of all others. Our expertise guarantees you a quality and affordable product each and every time. Our pricing is fair and consistent, our garment selection is extensive, and our quality is unmatched. So, for your next screen printed, embroidered, or promotional product order, go straight to the experts at Kilpatrick Creations. Remember, we're here to make you look good.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. 49-7 Bronx. Taryn Grooms, 57 yards. Quite a run. They had him. And you and I both, and I'm sure everybody else in the stadium thought, oh, they got him bottled up. And he bounced off 3 tacklers and then got to the outside. It was over. Showed some speed as well.
I was just about to say, the speed of this Sheridan Bronc offense is just amazing.
What big
They are
plays
just running
tonight.
away from people when they get into open space.
So Gilbertson ready to boot it away again, 49-7 Bronx. We still got 3.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. And it'll be Trabing to bring it out. 15, 20 to the sidelines, and then a flag down, and he gets buried at about the 21. But this one's going to be backed up, so we're going to get a block in the back, I think, against Laramie. Just like to see everybody get up off the pile okay after a collision like that. Everybody's good to go. And Laramie will lose yardage on the penalty. So 3.5 minutes on the money to play third quarter. 49-7 Bronx. So they mark the penalty off, and it's going to go all the way back to the Laramie 11-yard line. 1st and 10 for Laramie at their own 11. So 1st and 10 for the Plainsmen from their own 11. Last time they had it, put a good drive together and went down and scored. The Bronx answered.
So we just got an
with
update.
2 touchdowns.
Just got an update from Cheyenne. Central's up 27-10. Over Thunder
Low to
Basin.
throw, and it's going to be an incomplete low throw. Wanted Calderon, threw it right at his ankle tops. Incomplete. And they'll bring up 2nd and 10. So it looks like if everything holds, the Cheyenne Central Indians will be here next Friday. And, well, we can remember.
6 o'clock kick.
We can remember how that thing ended with the Bronx down, coming back late.
Week 1.
Getting a field goal from Colson Kuhn to win it. 27-24.
Should be a heck of a battle.
Wow. Well, that's what semifinals are for, right?
Absolutely.
2nd and 10 for Laramie from their 11. Throwing again. Going to be caught. Hook and ladder. Pitch it to Trabing. Trabing will have the first down out near the 30 before he's driven out of bounds. The catch was made by Branch, and he laterals it back to Trabing.
Yep.
And he'll have a first down out at the 30-yard line.
That was great coverage on Branch, but the other guy was a yard or 2 behind him, and he just shoveled it back to him and picked up the first down.
So 1st and 10 for the Plainsmen on their own 30. 49-7 Bronx. 3:20 to go in the third. And Malone to throw again. For Calderon, makes the catch. I think he dropped it. He did.
Yep, incomplete.
Again, another low ball. Good coverage by the Bronx. Darren Davidson was all over that. And incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 coming for the Plainsmen.
Matt Doobie was out there along with Davidson on the coverage
this time of year,
well.
when we got here today to the field, it was nice outside. Well, sun goes down, it gets dark this time of year. It's chilly.
It says it's 43 degrees out.
That's chilly, man.
And the wind's blowing a little bit down there on the field. The flags are moving, so.
2nd and 10 coming for the Plainsmen from their own 30. Malone to throw again. Bubble screen out to Trabing. Trabing looking for a little running room, and a flag down. He finds a little bit, but I think we're going to get another grab and a hold at about the 31, so it's going to cost them 10.
Lots of penalties in this game, both sides.
You know, and the thing about it is those are mental mistakes, a lot of that stuff, and you don't like to see that 10 games into the season. We're 10 games in, and on the Sheridan side of the ball, 10 penalties is ridiculous.
Too many.
And this is a good officiating crew, so they're all legit.
Yep.
You know, I will not doubt this crew.
No, not at all.
It's a good crew from Gillette.
Yep.
So I think every penalty is probably legit.
Lots of years of experience out there for that referee. for the officiating crew.
Good friend of mine, Ben Partlow, the referee tonight. Umpired a lot of baseball games with Benny. So 2nd and 20 coming from the Plainsmen back at their own 21. 5 wides in the set. Malone drops to throw. Has time over the middle, and it's going to be a great catch by Calderon, 35. It's about a 15-yard gain. Great catch, though. Great catch.
Great catch. He had to lay out for that, kind of going. It was a little bit out in front of him.
Nice catch, kid. I mean, that's the kind of stuff you see on Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
That was a great catch.
So
pass out in front of him, and Malone, he went down and got it. 3rd and 5 for the Plainsmen. Now at their own 35 with under 3 to go in the third quarter. Clock running now. They're showing off their athletes tonight.
They are, absolutely.
Just not enough bullets in the gun. You know what I mean? Malone to throw again. Got a man. It's going to be caught, I believe, for a first down by Branch. He'll have it at the 42-yard line for a first down. So Laramie will move the chains. So they overcome the holding call.
Defense for Sheridan.
Kind of hard to call the box out when you're going to your knees.
Boy, you talk about one thing I'll say about, if it comes out tonight that Cheyenne Central beats Thunder Basin. Thunder Basin will be the underachiever this year.
Yeah. Yep, I'm sure
you saw them early this season.
I did. What a great game.
Malone to throw again, incomplete. This time another low throw. Calderon again, no shot to catch it. Right at his ankles.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure on the quarterback. Maybe had to get rid of it a bit sooner than he wanted.
Good coverage from
it was a little short.
Darren Davidson. We'll be talking about, I think we'll be saying Darren Davidson's name a little bit during basketball season too. I think we'll hear Double D out there a little bit. So 2nd and 10 for the Plainsmen. And Malone to throw again. Rolling out. This time he's going to run and decent yardage. Out near midfield. They'll spot him down at the 49-yard line. So 3rd and manageable now for Laramie. So 3rd and 3 coming from the Plainsmen from their own 49. Under 2 to go third quarter.
Kelton Crow on the tackle, the 5'10 sophomore.
Trabing running right. Bronx stretch him out, and he's going to be driven out of bounds at the Sheridan 49.
Oh, no. And we got a Sheridan Bronx defender down on the sidelines. He went down kind of awkwardly after making that tackle out of bounds. And I'm not sure who that was.
Well, we've got our crack training staff.
So and see if we can get a number for you.
So 4th and a yard for Laramie. So 4th and a yard for Laramie at the Sheridan 49-yard line. And we'll get a timeout call by Laramie. I think they want to talk it over. Minute 35 to go in the third. 49-7, Bronx lead it. Timeout on the field. You're listening to Bronx Football on KWYO, 106.9 FM.
Wherever you are, you'll find a branch of Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union. And here's why. If you have a Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union account and a smartphone or other mobile device, visit SheridanCreditUnion.com. Download the free app, and your smart device becomes an internet mobile banking device with all kinds of banking features. So, regardless of your location, Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union is in the palm of your hand. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Troy Baker with Hammer Chevrolet, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Well, good news is that injured Sheridan player's up and moving around, no problem. Laramie burns the timeout. Minute 35 to go in the third. It's 4th and a yard for the Plainsmen. I think you just give it to Trabing and say, let's go get the yardage, don't you? They're going to go with that power set in the backfield.
4th and short.
You just got to smash it straight ahead and let Trabing do it, don't you? Don't get cute. Double tight. It's got to be the quarterback keeper, and he'll have the first down.
Yep.
Needed a yard, got about 2. You know what? Don't take any chances. I love that call. You know what? Just let's go get it and keep the drive alive, and they do. So 1st and 10 for the Plainsmen. They're actually going to spot the ball at the Sheridan 46. Yep, just go get the first down and then Let's go get 4 more fresh ones.
And that's what they did.
Minute and a half to go. Clock running. Third quarter. Bronx again up big. 49-7 on the Range scoreboard. Empty backfield again. Malone to throw. Malone steps into one over the middle. Going to be incomplete. Almost picked off.
Oh, Matt Doobie got his hands on it.
And I know what Matt's thinking right now. Dang it.
Yeah. Well,
dead to rights, baby.
He's a 5'10" sophomore.
Oh, way to go, kid.
Yeah.
From his
Great
linebacker
play.
spot.
Great play. Just couldn't bring it in.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like, he is throwing the ball to me?
Right. I don't think he
you're like,
expected
oh, my
it.
goodness.
So
2nd and 10 for the Plainsmen at the Sheridan 46. Empty backfield again for Malone. Going to throw to the outside. Going to be caught and hit immediately. Was called their own.
That should be close to the first down. Maybe just short. About a yard short.
So 3rd and short coming for the Plainsmen.
Matt Doobie on the tackle.
85 yards. Who's going to get to the...
And the ball will be spotted at the Sheridan 37-yard line. 3rd and a yard coming for the Plainsmen. So Calderon, they say, got out of bounds. That will stop the clock with 1:11 to go in the 3rd. This game doesn't seem like it's going that long to you guys. You're looking at me like I'm crazy.
Well, Laramie's having, they build themselves a deep deficit. They're throwing the ball quite a bit, and if it's incomplete, that clock's going to stop.
Malone. Trabing in the backfield. Malone to throw again. Bubble screen to Trabing. Hit immediately.
Great tackle.
And lost a yard.
Great tackle, Kelton Crow.
Great play. Hit him low, right? Take him out at the ankles.
That's exactly
it. They lose 2 yards. 4th and 3 coming for the Plainsmen at the Sheridan 39. Get low, as they say, right?
Yep.
Cut him down at the ankles.
Crow he got lower than that offensive player and just took his feet out from underneath.
Nice tackle in the open field as well.
Yep.
So 4th and 3 coming for the Plainsmen. Trabing in motion far side. Malone going to roll that way. Looking to throw, and it's going to be caught for the first down to Trabing. He'll scamper out of bounds at the Sheridan 33.
Man, that Trabing is everywhere tonight.
Really quick. They've really featured him tonight, and rightly so. He has really had a good ball game tonight. And again, the Plainsmen don't have a lot to show for it. It's 49-7, but Trabing has done a nice job. But he's fast.
Well, we'll see him again next year. He's only a junior.
Oh, geez. So we're going to have to deal with him again?
Yep.
Well, you know what? Kid's a good player. Malone to throw again underneath. It's going to be caught, and it'll be about an 8 or 9 yard gain.
I think Fisher Fruity
make the catch. They'll spot the ball at the Sheridan 24. A gain of 9. 2nd and short coming for the Plainsmen again. This will be the final play if they get it off. Final play of the 3rd quarter. Malone going to run this time, and he will be wrapped up and dropped near the 21-yard line. That will end the 3rd quarter. We go to the 4th on the Range scoreboard. It's Sheridan 49, Laramie 7. You're listening to Bronx Football on KWYO on 106.9 FM.
If you have employees coming to stay for an extended time in Sheridan, make them feel at home with a room at the Candlewood Suites. These extended stay rooms feature fully equipped kitchens, including a microwave, full-sized refrigerator, dishwasher, stovetop, even pots and pans, and free guest laundry. Did I mention the outstanding view of the Bighorns? Book your reservation with the Candlewood Suites and relax knowing they'll have more than just a room. They'll feel right at home. Call 307-675-2100.
This is Dr. Dana Leroy with Leroy Family Dental, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. We go to the 4th. Cheyenne's pulling away in their game. Looks like Cheyenne Central's going to be a winner. But again, we hope those update scores we get are good. 27-10 Central over Thunder. Again, the winner of that game comes to Sheridan next Friday night, and kickoff will be at 6 o'clock. The Bighorn Rams will just have to wait and see. They're playing Lyman next week. I'm going to assume that's going to be a Friday afternooner, is what it's going to be.
I would assume so. Lyman has to come a long ways, and
they're not going to make them play at night.
Right. So I would, 1
o'clock again, probably. I'm assuming it'll be 1 o'clock next week. We'll wait and see, and I'm sure James Timberlake's ready to go again. We got to get you mic'd up.
I agree.
We need to get you mic'd up. So I'm sure you have lots of things you could lend to the broadcast.
We can talk about whatever you want.
Okay. So I think James will have that game for you next week, and we'll assume it'll be in the afternoon. We'll know more on Monday. So 1st and 10 for the Plainsmen. And they're going to spot the ball at the Sheridan 20-yard line. And Malone to throw again. Rolling out to his right. under pressure, going to chuck and duck into the end zone. Got a man, caught for the touchdown. Branch makes the catch.
Wow, great throw by the quarterback.
Penalty flag down, so let's see what this is about. Right at the 35-yard line. Holding.
Nope, we got a roughing the passer. So
we're going
touchdown will count.
The touchdown's good. So with 11:53 to play in the fourth. And that was that good old chuck and duck right there, baby. Throw it. You know what? He was under pressure. So we'll get. Are they going to?
15 yards.
On the kickoff?
Yep. Assessed on the kickoff.
So now you're onside. They're going to onside kick for sure now.
Right.
The extra point.
So now 49-13 in favor of the Plainsmen. Ennis on for the point after. As the Bronx will get the ball back. Kick is up, and it is... he snuck it through. I believe he did.
Just over the crossbar.
49-14 Bronx on the Range scoreboard. You listen to Bronx football on KWYO and 106.9 FM.
You know what they say, if you're not first, you're last. For all your plumbing demands, choose A-Plus Plumbers and Appliance Repair. Commercial, residential, new construction, remodel jobs, and all repairs in between. A-Plus Plumbers and Appliance Repair, because they are number one in a number two business. Call 672-9454. That's 672-9454.
This is State Senator Dave Kinski, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
49-14 Bronx. Again, we're just underway in the fourth quarter. Laramie will kick it off from midfield. If this isn't an onside kick, then Laramie's going to onside kick it. Because you got nothing to lose. They're going to kick it from the Sheridan 45-yard line. So it's got to go 10 yards. Bronx hands team's ready to go. All those wide receivers and running backs are out there on the front line. It's got to go 10 yards. There's no way Ennis is kicking this away.
Not
down 4. No.
I don't think so.
No. I mean, loser out. 49-14. You're in the fourth quarter. Here comes the onside kick, and the Bronx are ready for it. Let's see how this all happens, and it will be an onside kick, and the Bronx will cover it, and they'll have it at the 30-yard line. Nice play by that young man. And it was
Chance Morris.
Nice job, Chance. That's why you're out there, Chance.
That's right.
Make the play, buddy. And he made the play. So the Bronx will have it 1st and 10 on their own 30.
Chance, just a sophomore as well.
Taryn Grooms in the backfield, along with Custis and your quarterback, Darren Davidson.
The linemen have switched out as well.
Everybody in there is a backup right now. And again, the Bronx playing for the semifinals next week.
And that's great. Get these guys some snaps.
Yep, get them some snaps, and this builds for what's to come over the next couple of years. Davidson will give it off to Grooms, running left. Nothing there. Gets hit, and we're going to get a holding call. And Grooms maybe got back. No, he lost a yard, but a holding call is coming in.
Grooms on the carry. He's tackled by Jaskolski.
Yeah, so the penalty flag coming. And I'm assuming it's holding, right?
I don't know. I thought maybe there was a face mask.
Oh, there's something. Oh, it's against Laramie. Wow.
Yep. I thought maybe a personal foul.
15-yarder. Wow.
Okay.
Did not see that at the end of the play. And where the flag was thrown.
Yeah, it could have gone either way.
You know, where the flag was thrown, you're anticipating holding. Instead, it'll be a Bronx first down at their own 44-yard line after they mark off the 15. Wow. Well, it's a bonus gift for the Bronx. Again, Custis and Grooms in the backfield with Darren Davidson. 1st and 10 for the Bronx at their own 44. Gibbs going to go to Grooms running right. Cuts up underneath for maybe a yard. That'll be it to the 45-yard line.
Darren Grooms on the run.
Laramie now is rolling guys through, except guys on the front are still the starters. They've rolled a couple of guys in there.
Calderon's still out there.
Yeah, they've got a few guys out there.
Yeah. But, I don't think Sheridan's going to do anything fancy. No. They're just going to keep it on the ground.
Keep it on the ground.
Keep that clock running.
Yep. Let's get out of here is all they're thinking, leading at 49-14. So 2nd and 8 for the Bronx. The ball spotted on their own 46. And Davidson going to give it to Grooms again ran to the right side and lost a yard back to the 45. Not a whole lot there.
And Cheyenne Central just scored again, so it's now 34-10.
So it's over.
Thunder Basin.
So that bad boy's done. Thunder Basin mailed it in, so they're toast. So the Bolts are out, and we will see the Sheridan Broncs hosting Cheyenne Central next Friday night. Kickoff at 6 o'clock, and we'll be here again for it. And we'll have our live video web stream for you as well next week at SheridanMedia.com. So second down for the Broncs, or is it third down? Second down. Second and 10, or second and 9, third and 9, third and 9 for the Broncs at their own 45.
Oh. Yeah, I think.
Broncs move?
Yeah, I think the left tackle, 77, Vela moved. It's all right. Young kids, got some nerves. So
they'll mark the ball back to the Sheridan 40.
But lots of penalties both ways tonight.
Oh, there's been a plethora, a veritable basket,
had a little bit of everything.
Bushel of everything, from personal fouls to Davidson gets the snap, and will keep it running to the left, and there's nothing there, and he'll lose a bunch.
Davidson keeps it.
You know what? Send the punting team out there. Let's get it out of there. Right?
Yep.
So the punter will come out, and that'll be Colson Kuhn. Punt team comes out, boot it away. Just let the clock run. Under 10 to go here in the fourth quarter, 49-14 Broncs. The good thing, right now, as the game got out of control, you just want everybody to come out unscathed. There's going to be bumps and bruises. We just don't want injuries. And Colson will boot it away, and Calderon will go back to receive it.
Sets the punt away. Calderon back deep.
Second punt for the Broncs tonight. Again with a good lead here in the fourth quarter. High snap, but he'll haul it in, and he'll kick it lefty. That's a high boomer away from Calderon, and it's going to get a good little Bronc bounce, and it will bound inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Nice punt.
You know what? He could go lefty or righty, if you notice that. So I love about Colson, he can roll to the right, kick that rugby style. That time he went to the left and leftied it.
A great punt.
I love that. Righty, you know what? Righty-lefty, I love that. Yeah, about the time you think he's going to roll right to kick it, and if you're thinking punt block, we'll just roll the other way and kick it lefty.
Have you seen the video of the quarterback out of some high school in California that is ambidextrous?
Don't you love that? I love that.
He can throw the ball accurately with either hand. If you haven't seen it, look it up. It's crazy.
Is he good?
Everybody's recruiting
him. Or is he
him.
stiff?
Everybody's recruiting him.
So he's not as stiff?
No.
That's crazy.
It's crazy to watch.
So first and 10 for the Plainsmen at their own 18. Fourth quarter, Broncs up big. Malone to throw. Going to chuck it deep, and it's going to be Calderon. And he will dive, and he will make the catch at the Sheridan 47-yard line. So Calderon's come up with a couple of great catches.
Yep, Calderon and Trebing.
You've got young guys out there. There's a lot of sophomores out there. They're learning a lot tonight against the varsity from Laramie. You're learning a lot about guarding really good receivers.
Right.
And that's the way I chalk it up.
Yep. And it's great for these young kids.
It is. It's great for them to go up against these guys because it's the ones against the twos right now. And Malone to throw again. He'll chuck another one up, and it's going to be Branch making the catch. And he will break a tackle and have it inside the Sheridan 25 to about the 21-yard line. And here come the Plainsmen.
I think Laramie got away with a hold.
Oh, big time on the tackle, rushing from the right side.
Yep. The referee looked like he was going for his flag, but decided not to throw it.
I don't want to deflect. I haven't homered. Have I homered tonight at all?
No.
I'm going to homer right now. You're doing it against our sophomores. So pump the brakes about 10 times. 49-14 Broncs. Malone again. Brings a man in motion near side. Malone to throw. Will chuck it over the middle. Got a man, and
he's
it's
wide
open.
open.
Caught by Trebing for a touchdown. So Trebing gets the touchdown.
Well, it gets him a little bit closer.
Not enough.
Nope, still up by 29 points.
But again, with 8:16 to go, I know what Jeff Mowry's thinking. It's like, we need to button this up.
Right.
I know, because he's a football coach. And the football players are the same way. We need to button it up. So with 8:13 to go in the fourth quarter on the Reign scoreboard, is Sheridan 49, Laramie 21. You listen to Bronx Football on KWYO and 106.9 FM.
First Federal Bank and Trust formed in Sheridan in 1935 as a financially stable community bank. We strive every day to support and improve the lives of our staff, customers, and communities. Currently, we have some great certificate of deposit specials. We are also assisting you with an increased online savings rate that you can easily open online. First Federal strives to maximize your earnings. We have been your community bank since 1935. First Federal Bank and Trust. Online at efirstfederal.bank. Member FDIC.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Well, we're getting ready for another onside kick from Laramie as they score 49-21. So Laramie with a couple of unanswered touchdowns now. And it's out there to onside kick. And here's the onside kick, and it's going to squirt through, and the Bronx will cover it. Custis will cover it at the 38-yard line for the Bronx. I think it was Custis, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yep, Custis.
And then Kettner covered Custis so that ball doesn't pop out.
Make sure.
Yep.
So 1st and 10 for the Bronx. Backups come back on the field. 8:12 to go in this ball game that has just become terminally slow. But again, Laramie has gone exclusively to the pass here in the second half. So that slows the game down. But you know what? I like the fact that they came out swinging.
They did.
As he said, nothing to lose. Don't lay down. You're down big. And they just came out slinging it. So 1st and 10 for the Bronx on their own 38. And Davidson will bring one man in motion. And the give's going to go to Grooms. And Taryn gets hit. Stays on his feet. It's going to pick up 2 when he had nothing. Good balance as he gets slung to the turf. But he'll pick up. Well, let's give him 3.
Yep.
Nice job, Taryn. I mean, there was nothing there.
Final score coming in from Natrona. They beat Campbell County 63-6 tonight.
Ooh.
So Natrona will get the winner of East Rock Springs.
So it'll be East and Rock.
Yep.
It'll be East.
So Natrona East.
What a ball game. 3rd and 7. Davidson going to keep it himself. Gets to the outside. He'll have a first down. He will. Out at the 49-yard line. You know what? Double D showing little wheels right there.
Nice run.
Yep, nice run. And we got a player down on the field for the Bronx.
I think it's Davidson that's down after that tackle.
And the trainers will come out. We're going to get a break. Player down on the field. Injury timeout. 7.5 to go. You're listening to Bronx Football on KWYO. 106.9 FM.
Take advantage of Jeep Adventure Days this month at Sheridan Motors. From the open road to the Bighorn Mountains, Jeep is always ready for the ride. Visit Sheridan Motors at 3270 Wrench Drive and check out our all-new Jeep inventory, accessories, gifts, and more. Premium 2022 Jeep vehicles are in stock now, with even more coming soon, so don't miss out. Excellent financing and special incentives may be available to those who qualify. Come see what Jeep Adventure Days is all about at Sheridan Motors.
Why be a nameless face at the big box stores when you can visit us at Hospital Pharmacy? Hi, this is Mandolyn Meyer. At Hospital Pharmacy, we get to know our customers and their health needs. Keep all your prescriptions in one place with a pharmacist that knows and cares about you. Visit your hometown, family-owned pharmacy at 2 great locations.
Hometown Pharmacy, hometown care at Hospital Pharmacy West.
Take advantage of Jeep Adventure Days this month at Sheridan Motors. From the open road to the Bighorn Mountains, Jeep is always ready for the ride. Visit Sheridan Motors at 3270 Wrench Drive and check out our all-new Jeep inventory, accessories, gifts, and more. Premium 2022 Jeep vehicles are in stock now, with even more coming soon, so don't miss out. Excellent financing and special incentives may be available to those who qualify. Come see what Jeep Adventure Days is all about at Sheridan Motors.
Your kids are grown and out of the house, but now your aging parents are needing some help. Does this sound familiar? Hi, this is Mandolyn Meyer with Hospital Pharmacy West. Keeping track of medications can be confusing. Dosage, frequency, And what about that new prescription? At Hospital Pharmacy West, we'll answer your questions and help you keep it all straight. Visit your hometown pharmacist at Hospital Pharmacy West.
Hometown pharmacy, hometown care at Hospital Pharmacy West.
WWC Engineering is a multidisciplinary professional firm specializing in civil, site, environmental, and land development, mining, oil and gas, and so many more services. Winter puts the brakes on many types of construction work. A well-executed project requires detailed planning, which can take months. Get yourself prepared. The winter is a great time to survey your upcoming projects for the spring. WWC Engineering will be there to take on your toughest jobs. Call 672-0761 or visit wwcengineering.com.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Okay, everybody, we'll give you a little update here. Ty Gilbertson in there now at the quarterback spot. It was Darren Davidson, and it looks like some kind of a left leg injury, ankle, something like that. And the give's going to go to Custis on first down. Davidson again picked up the first down, and they're taking a look at him. He got it. He did leave the field under his own power, but he had to have help, and he was not putting any weight on that left leg. A gain of 2, 2nd and 8 for the Bronx. Line of scrimmage, the Laramie 49-yard line. 49-21 your score on the range scoreboard. The Bronx again building up a 49-7 lead in this game. Looks like the shoe's coming off. Maybe looking at an ankle, Ryan?
Yep, looks like it.
High snap and the give to the right side. Bronx going to get a first down out of it. Oh, look at that. Great run all the way down to the Laramie 30-yard line, 32-yard line.
Carson Chase.
Nice job, Carson. Showing little wheels there.
Yeah.
Nice run as he gets to the perimeter, and they will spot the ball at the Laramie 32. Under 7 minutes to go, clock running.
Yep, the Bronx are going to be satisfied to just keep it on the ground and run the clock.
Just let it run, baby. So Gilbertson in there. Ty will give it off to Custis. Running to the right, bounces outside, right into the teeth of that defense. Maybe got a yard. That'll be it.
Nice hard run by Custis. Got back to the line of scrimmage.
And more guys getting rotated in. Custis will leave. A new running back in there.
Crow.
And
Kelton Crow.
Kelton Crow will be in there at the running back spot. And again, they're continuing to look at Davidson on the sidelines. Looks like the medical team is there looking at that ankle. A foot or ankle of some kind. 2nd and 9 for the Bronx. Again, taking their time, get the play call in. Let that clock run. 2nd and 9 from the Laramie 31. Bring a man in motion near side. Fake the jet sweep. Give it underneath the Crow. And maybe a yard. That'll be it. He spun down. Dropped at the 30. Or actually, they're going to give him the 31, so no gain on the play. 3rd and 9 coming for the Bronx. But again, keep it on the ground. 5.5 to go. Well, you know, we don't know the extent of the injury. We'll find out more on Monday, but here's your backup quarterback.
Sophomore.
Is down, which you don't like, but Ty Gilbertson in there. Yep. So Ty's going to be pressed into service, so we'll just wait and see. Can't speculate on what kind of an injury it is, but they're taking a good long look at Darren on the sidelines. 3rd and 9. And Gilbertson to throw, and it's going to be caught for a first down inside the 15, 20-yard line, inside the 15.
I think that was Ryan Metcalf.
That was a great throw because he had a lot of heat coming.
Right. He was pressured.
They were bringing the heat, and they hook up.
All right, so we got a final in from Cheyenne East. Cheyenne East beats Rock Springs 49-24.
Ooh, kind of like here.
Yeah.
You know, taking it easy probably. Build up the lead, take it easy. First down for the Sheridan Bronx. The ball just inside the Laramie 15-yard line. Gilbertson going to keep it himself this time. Running to the right side. Not a whole lot there. He's going to be brought down. And maybe a yard. Nope, no gain on the play.
Back number 79, Jesse Cruz, ran Gilbertson down.
No gain, 2nd and 10.
So in the other half of the bracket, it'll be Natrona at East in that semifinal next Friday.
You know, you got two teams. One team likes to open it up East, and Natrona just pounding it at you.
That game will be very interesting.
It will be. And the one here is going to be really interesting next week as well.
Yep.
So 2nd and 10 for the Bronx at the 14-yard line of Laramie. Gilby going to run it himself, and he'll lose a couple.
Nothing going.
You know what? Keep it on the ground, right? Just let that clock run under 4 to go.
Oh, now we've got an injured Laramie player on the ground. They're going to injury timeout.
And they'll take a look at that Laramie player. We're going to get a timeout as well. You're listening to Bronx Football on KWYO and 106.9 FM.
Are you looking to expand your operation, purchase a new building, or get that business idea of yours off the ground? Hi, this is John Dick with First Bank of Wyoming. For all those business projects, big and small, we can help. Our decisions are made locally, and we're here for you every step of the way from concept to completion. Let's get started today. Stop by our office at 1470 Sugarland Drive, Suite 2, or give us a call at 672-1733. First Bank of Wyoming, Division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Troy Baker with Hammer Chevrolet, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, the injured Laramie player is off under his own power, heading off the sidelines. Now, 3rd and 12 for the Bronx at the 16-yard line of the Plainsmen. Todd Gilbertson will take the snap, give it off to Crow, running to the left to about the 11. Well, the Bronx will go for it on 4th down here.
Flag comes in from the referee. We got a hold on the Bronx.
You know, if you're Laramie, do you decline it? Decline it, right? Don't you?
I think so.
Yeah, they're declining it.
Yeah, they're declining it. You don't want to give Sheridan any extra downs, do you?
Laramie's declining it, and we need to tell our referee they're declining. Yeah, so they're going to decline it. So the Bronx will have the ball. It'll be 4th down, and they're going to spot the ball about the 11-yard line. It would be priceless if they got the first down here, wouldn't it? Absolutely.
Yeah, they got to get it to what, the 4?
Yeah.
Laramie has declined the penalty. 4th down. The ball be placed at 12-yard line.
So their ball's at the 12, so it's 4th and 8. Need to get to the 4-yard line. Gilbertson's going to go under center. And he will keep it himself, rolling to the right. He's got a chance at a first down. Did he get it? He did! Oh, my goodness! He's going to be...
Nope. They're going to say he stepped out.
Oh!
They're marking him out at the 4.
What a great play call. They're going to measure. They got to measure, don't they? I think it's a first down. They ran a bootleg to the right side. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Bronx. Oh,
yep.
What a play call. They ran a bootleg quarterback to the left side, and Todd Gilbertson gets the first down with 3:16 to go. They will spot it at the 4-yard line of Laramie. And Darren Davidson, is up and walking it off, not really limping all that much on that ankle.
That's good to see him putting some weight on it, because when he came off the field, he wasn't putting any weight on it at all.
1st and goal for the Bronx at the Laramie 4-yard line. Gilbertson going to keep it. Lowers his head, dropped it about the 2.
Oh, 2nd down.
But the thing about it is, you get the first. That's crazy. Great play call, though.
Right.
We don't see that play that's the first time I've seen it all year. You keep the possession, and the clock continues to run. What a great play call. What a great execution by the Bronx. Laramie got caught
with these young guys.
Yeah, with the young guys.
The young guys are executing.
That makes it more impressive. So 2nd and goal for the Bronx at the 2-yard line of Laramie. And this time they'll give it to Crow, and he got to about the 1, and that'll keep the clock running. I'd love to see him get it in.
Yeah, good to see Davidson up walking around. Trainer brought some crutches over for him, and he said, nope, go ahead and put those back in that bag. I don't need them. Yep.
Well, you know what? I love it because he can put weight on it.
Yep.
So it's a sprained ankle probably. That's what we love to see. So 3rd and goal for the Bronx at the Laramie 2-yard line. 2 minutes to go. Gilbertson, jet sweep, will give it, and there's nothing there.
Nothing there.
So 4th and goal is coming.
That was Chase again.
They're going to lose yardage. So 4th and goal from the 5-yard line for this Bronc outfit.
And looks like they're going to bring on the field goal team.
So the field goal unit's going to come on. Who's going to kick this bad boy? So I don't think they're going to send Colson Kuhn out there to kick it. They are going to send Colson out there to kick it. So the Broncs will attempt a field goal here. You know, the thing about it, it's going to be a 22-yard field goal attempt. And the way I look at it this way, you don't have a chance to do this very often, so let's run them out there and see if you can get one.
Well, we've got a final in from Cheyenne.
Here's the 22-yarder from Kuhn. It is up, and it is good. With 1:10 to go in the ball game on the range scoreboard at Sheridan 52, Laramie 21. You're listening to Bronc Football, KWYO, 106.9 FM.
The Sheridan County 1-cent optional tax is on the ballot November 8th. Many public projects in Sheridan County are paid for in part by 1-cent funds. Some of these projects include funding for parks and recreation, facility projects for seniors, public health, and much more. This is Cindy Jacobson with ERA Carroll Realty, and we're asking you to vote yes on the Sheridan County 1-cent tax.
This is Dr. Dana Leroy with Leroy Family Dental, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Hey, Broncs settle for 3, 52-21, 1:10 to go. But you know what? The backups did their job.
Yeah.
They ran a ton of time off the clock, darn near got a touchdown. And now Todd Gilbertson will kick it away. And Travigan and Calderon still back deep to receive it. And it'll be a high, short end over end kick, and Trabing from about the 8-yard line will bring it out. And Trabing up the middle of the field will be swarmed under as he crosses the 20 to about the 21, 22-yard line. And that'll be it. With 1 minute to go in the ball game.
Well, some matchups for next week are set.
So it's going to be Natrona County at Cheyenne East.
Yep.
And Cheyenne Central at Sheridan. And again, those games will kick off. And I think the state set the times.
I believe
for 6
so.
o'clock.
6 o'clock. Yep.
And I think Bighorn will play afternoon next week. With the teams that come a long way, they will play in the afternoon. It just gives them a chance to maybe get home instead of playing at night. So a minute to go in the ball game. Broncs lead 52-21. Malone back out there. And he'll throw. Quick pass. Going to be caught. Minimal gain. Big hit on the Laramie sidelines. Oh, boy.
Dominic Johnston on the tackle.
You talk about arriving with bad intentions.
Woo! Good to see these young kids get some snaps.
And a good hard tackle. Malone to throw again. Going to chuck it and duck. Wants Branch, and Branch will make the catch, and he'll be tackled inside the Bronc 30-yard line about the 29.
He's only got about 6 inches.
Going to say the ball was on the ground. They're going to say, is it a fumble or a catch? I think it's a catch. The Broncs are saying fumble. I don't think it was. I think it was a catch.
Yeah, I think he was down before it came out.
And it'll be Laramie football at the Sheridan 29 with 29 seconds to go.
And Branch has had a pretty good game.
Had a good game.
He's a tall dude.
And we're going to get a Laramie timeout, so we'll get one as well. Time running out in the ball game. Timeout on the field. You're listening to Bronc Football at KWYO, 106.9 FM.
Are you thinking about going to college, but you're not sure where to start? Sheridan College is here to help guide you every step of the way. Stop by anytime, Monday through Friday during business hours to meet with an enrollment expert and get your questions answered about financing, whether to go full or part-time, degree programs, and more. With over 50 programs of study, they truly have something for everyone. Find out more at sheridan.edu.Sheridan College. Begin your journey.
This is State Senator Dave Kinski, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Laramie called the timeout, killed the clock, and they're ready to go. 29 seconds to go in the ball game. The Broncs just want to get into the showers right now, so really the only thing left is the handshakes, the handshake line at the end of the game. Empty the backfield again, 5 wides in the set. And Malone ready to throw from the 29. Going to be flushed out of the pocket. Looking, going to chuck it into the end zone. And this one's up for grabs. Incomplete. Great defense. And pass interference penalty in the end zone.
Late flag. That came in late. But I think they're going to they're going to get Ty Gilbertson.
My whole thing is, I don't want anyone to take this wrong. Game management. Let's get out of here. You don't need to be throwing the flag when it's 52-21. Don't need to be doing it.
Yep, and that's
Keep
the
it
call.
in your
Pass
pocket.
interference.
Keep it in your pocket. Put the whistle away. Let's get out of here.
Well, yeah, they got the drive back to Gillette.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that guy that threw the flag is going to hear it.
He will hear it from his fellow officials.
He's buying dinner tonight. 22 seconds to go in the ball game after the penalty. Laramie will have the ball at the Sheridan 14-yard line after the pass interference. Malone to throw. Got a man caught for the touchdown by Trabing. Calderon made the catch.
Yep.
It's finally going to end, though, with 18 seconds to go in the game.
So Laramie's still using their starters.
Yeah.
And Sheridan's down to second, maybe even some third string
I made
guys
that comment I made that comment a few minutes ago.
Yep.
I don't want to be snarky. I don't want to be a homer, but it's like, really? 52-27 now the score is. Ennis will come on for the point after, and then the Bronx will go into victory formation after the kickoff. Hopefully they'll cover it, and the extra point's blocked. So the PAT is blocked. And on the rain scoreboard with 18 seconds to go in the ball game, it's Sheridan 52, Laramie 27. You listen to Bronx Football on KWYL 106.9 FM.
Brand identity is an integral part of your company. It's how the public views your organization and relates to your business. The folks at Alpha Graphics are experts in helping you grow your brand through strategic and consistent marketing plans. Their goal is to help you get noticed and get business. Go to alphagraphicssheridan.com to request a quote today, or stop by their new location at 2266 North Main Street in Sheridan.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back, everybody, as I'm being sarcastic, to the game that never would end. 52-27 Bronx, 18 seconds to go. We'll see an onside kick by Laramie. We want the Bronx to cover it, go into victory formation, take a snap, and end it. I'm going to give Laramie credit. You know what? Laramie Plainsmen came to play tonight. This is a they're so, I mean, the first time the two teams played was week 3, and the Bronx just had their way with them. The Plainsmen came to play. I think they played a good game.
Yeah, no, they've definitely
they did
improved.
what they had to do.
Yep, they've definitely improved since we saw them the first week, or week 3.
And the ball kicked to White Kettner running left. Kettner getting loose. Kettner at the 40 at midfield, and he's just going to run out of bounds. You know what? Good sportsmanship there by Matt Kettner.
Yep, I'm surprised he was back there for the kickoff.
Well, you got kickoff teams, though.
Sure.
Positions are set with special
teams. That's
the problem
true.
with special teams, the positions are set, so you don't really have backups to run kickoffs back.
That's true.
But that was Matt Kettner at about the 45-yard line said, you know what? I think I'll just run out of bounds.
The teams are lining up on the sidelines.
Yep. All he had to do was one shake and bake, and it was over.
Oh, yeah. He could have taken it to the house.
Yes. And there's a knee, and your ball game is over. Your final score is going to be the Sheridan Bronx winning it 52-27. So they'll get the handshake line ready to go here. Bronx advance to the playoffs. They will host Cheyenne Central next Friday night at 6 o'clock. The other 4A semifinal has Natrona County at Cheyenne East as the Bronx come up with a win. Coming up, we've got the post-game show presented by First Federal Bank and Trust. We'll hear from Bronx head coach Jeff Mowry, and we'll have the highlight show to come your way as well. We got a bunch of those, don't we? We had a lot of scoring tonight. 52-27 your final score. You're listening to Bronx Football on KWYO 106.9 FM.
It's going to be a great year for Sheridan Bronx this year. Looking forward to a winning season. Hard to beat a team that's working together and with a winning spirit like the best team, EXP Realty. We strive to give you the best, whether it's buying or selling. And the Sheridan Bronx strive to give you the best high school football in the state of Wyoming. We are heading to a great season in high school football, and the Sheridan Bronx are the best in bringing you home the win. If you're looking to score a touchdown, call Jack and Kathleen Wood at Best Real Estate EXP Realty at 307-763-1249.
Hi, this is Jill Bates with the Best Team.
And this is Colton Bates. Deciding the best time to get something done can be hard, whether it's moving, starting a family, or even having dinner.
For us, Colton, best time is anytime our clients need us. Buying or selling your home requires around-the-clock attention to new issues that surface.
Best time also takes into account that your needs may vary, so we create a plan that fits your schedule and puts your mind at ease.
Know that the best time for you is our time, and the Best Team is here to get your deal done.
Call 675-BEST, that's 675-BEST, and visit bestwi.net today.
I scream, you scream, we all scream, it's almost Halloween! So stop into Bomber Mountain Nutrition and try one of their Halloween-themed drinks like Cauldron Energy, Spooky Smoothie, or one of their great pumpkin-spiced options. And don't miss out on the Halloween specials next week. From shakes, real fruit smoothies, energy drinks, Manchester Street coffees, protein-packed drinks, to pre- and post-workout drinks. You can also turn any smoothie or shake into a protein-packed bowl or waffle. Look for updates on Facebook and Instagram and order delivery on DoorDash, or come into Bomber Mountain Nutrition at 41 East 1st Street.
Sunday prime rib brunch at the Ramada Plaza by Wyndham in Sheridan is every Sunday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. Enjoy succulent grade A choice prime rib and plenty of breakfast entrees, brunch side dishes, and desserts. Adults are $26, seniors $20, kids 6 to 11 are $15, and kids 5 and under are free. No reservations necessary. Every Sunday for the prime rib brunch from 10 until 2 at the Ramada Plaza in Sheridan.
Wyoming Corporate Office is located at 30 North Gould Street in Sheridan, and they provide a myriad of services. What is a registered agent, you may ask? The real question is, what aren't they? Wyoming Corporate Office can assist you in forming your LLC or Wyoming-based corporation, provide mail forwarding service, and accept legal and financial documents, and so much more. Learn more today by visiting WyomingCorporateOffice.com.
There's a lot of hype about mortgage interest rates right now, but like sports, we can be working on your preseason mortgage game. This is Autumn Showtime Morris with Homestar. If you want the best rate when you're ready for a home loan, let's make sure everything you need is in place to get that win. I will personally help you every step of the way. Stop by and see us. We are located behind Bison Union Coffee Company at 30 Cornell Plaza. Find us online at homestarfc.com. Homestar, your easiest way home.
Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center of Wyoming is proud to welcome fellowship-trained sports medicine surgeon Dr. Daniel Lichty to their world-class team. Whether you're an athlete or wanting to continue your active lifestyle, Dr. Lichty proudly offers a full spectrum of bone, joint, and muscle care to help you stay strong. Visit bhosc.com to learn more. Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center of Wyoming, specializing in what moves you. Now open in Sheridan at 1301 Avon Street, Suite A at the Burton Flats.
Rooting for the home team is the Wyoming way, and the banks of Buffalo, Gillette, and Sheridan are the 307's biggest fans. Banking with us means you're doing more than ever to support school sports because your money stays right here in our community. We're proud to recognize our hard-working athletes with youth sponsorships, and the local difference means the familiar faces you know and trust for your banking needs are the same ones cheering with you up in the stands. BuffaloFed.Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's going to be a great year for Sheridan Barks this year. Looking forward to a winning season. Hard to beat a team that's working together and with a winning spirit like the Best Team, EXP Realty. We strive to give you the best, whether it's buying or selling. And the Sheridan Broncs strive to give you the best high school football in the state of Wyoming. We are heading to a great season in high school football, and the Sheridan Broncs are the best in bringing you home the win. If you're looking to score a touchdown, call Jack and Kathleen Wood at Best Real Estate EXP Realty at 307-763-1249.
Hi, this is Jill Bates with the Best Team.
And this is Colton Bates. Deciding the best time to get something done can be hard, whether it's moving, starting a family, or even having dinner.
For us, Colton, best time is anytime our clients need us. Buying or selling your home requires around-the-clock attention to new issues that surface.
Best time also takes into account that your needs may vary, so we create a plan that fits your schedule and puts your mind at ease.
Know that the best time for you is our time, and the Best Team is here to get your deal done.
Call 675-BEST, that's 675-BEST, and visit bestwi.net today.
I scream, you scream, we all scream, it's almost Halloween! So stop into Bomber Mountain Nutrition and try one of their Halloween-themed drinks like Cauldron Energy, Spooky Smoothie, or one of their great pumpkin-spiced options. And don't miss out on the Halloween specials next week. From shakes, real fruit smoothies, energy drinks, Manchester Street coffees, protein-packed drinks, to pre- and post-workout drinks. You can also turn any smoothie or shake into a protein-packed bowl or waffle. Look for updates on Facebook and Instagram and order delivery on DoorDash, or come into Bomber Mountain Nutrition at 41 East 1st
Street.
Sunday prime rib brunch at the Ramada Plaza by Wyndham in Sheridan is every Sunday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. Enjoy succulent grade A choice prime rib and plenty of breakfast entrees, brunch side dishes, and desserts. Adults are $26, seniors $20, kids 6 to 11 are $15, and kids 5 and under are free. No reservations necessary every Sunday for the prime rib brunch from 10 until 2 at the Ramada Plaza in Sheridan.
This is the First Federal Postgame Show. We'll be back to wrap up tonight's game right after this from First Federal.
In business, in life, and in community, our values matter.
One of First Federal Bank and Trust core values is honesty and integrity above all else, to do the right things for their staff, customers, and community.
First Federal has been investing in our community for 87 years. We invite you to bank with us and see for yourself the positive impact a local bank makes on our community. First Federal Bank and Trust. Our values drive our business. Online at efirstfederal.bank. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
And welcome back, everybody. Jeff Mowry joins us on the postgame show, and I just want to put it this way. Look, it was a good win tonight, but again, number one goal, job well done. And now we move on to the next round.
Yeah, Cale Gilbertson said it in that final circle. We earned 4 more practices, and that's exactly what we went on to do tonight. And, at times we were very explosive, and at times it was pretty frustrating, too many penalties and turnovers. But at the end of the day, we earned 4 more practices, and we have the opportunity to play in the second round, which we're really fortunate to do.
And I'll tell you one thing. It was week 3 when you played these guys before. Laramie came to play tonight, and they put up a pretty good fight. They've got some really good players. That offensive line's huge. They've got some good athletes.
They do. They have some big guys, and they did. They played hard right up till the end. You saw that, Trevor. And they're for a program that's been struggling a little bit, they're getting some momentum, and they got that win last week against South, and they carried some energy up here. And a couple of big plays slowed them down at the beginning, but they played hard for 4 quarters.
There's an old football coach here at Sheridan High School said, you big played the dog out of them.
Yeah.
There were lots of explosive big plays. And it just goes to show you that's kind of the design of the offense. Really, at
Is
any
Wyoming
point,
corporate
they
office
can go.
Your one-stop shop for everything you need?
Shake your elbow got a button over there. Yeah, they did. Our guys got out, and when we have guys in space, we can do some things. It started off early with Matt Kettner getting out early. When he touched the ball the first quarter, it was going for big yards, and then Colson Kuhn can get some, and so it was good to see. And then Groomsy comes in there and breaks a couple tackles and gets down the sideline. He showed some good speed, so that's good to see when we get Groomsy and those guys making plays. You just can't key on one guy, and that's pretty critical for us.
Well, the top 4 are left. It's going to be Sheridan, Cheyenne Central, and East will host Natrona County. Boy, you talk about a battle for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, and we saw it, Trevor. You're exactly right. We're really fortunate to be in the 1 seed where we're at, but really 1 through 4, every single one of those games could have gone either way, and we were fortunate to finish some games in the 4th quarter. When Central was here last time, we tried to give it to them in the 4th quarter. They gave it right back, and we kick a field goal last second to win 23-20. And so they've done nothing but improve and get better since that point. So we've got our hands full.
You and I talked about this during our pregame show. We've been talking about it for weeks. But if we look at the matchups this year, and we talked about how seasoned the Bronx got as the season moves along, East, Natrona, and you can throw Thunder in there, but Central, those 3 teams that are left besides the Bronx, those games were all deep into the 4th quarter before they were settled.
You're absolutely right, and Central just runs the ball incredibly well, and then Bartlett, their quarterback's been getting some play action pass game, which is really hard to defend with the quarterback run game. So our defense has its hands full, and then offensively, when we get the ball in the hands, we're gonna have to score some points, because I tell you what, you're exactly right. These 4 teams that are left are. Yeah, it's up for grabs. There's some real parity with the last 4 teams for sure.
Does anything change in your mindset now? You get the first one out of the way. Now, this is for real tonight, but now it really ramps up, and I think the kids know that too, right?
Absolutely, and you could sense it. That we were the 1 seed for a reason, and we had a good season, and we were fortunate to play the 8 seed, and we came out early and did some good things, and then it got a little loose down there, and we've got to sharpen things up. And if we think it's going to get loose at any time next week, we're in for it. a dogfight. And so it's going to be 4 quarters of just physical football next week.
Jeff, congratulations.
Thanks, Trevor.
Next step.
Yep.
See you next Friday night.
Thanks, Trevor.
You bet. That is Jeff Mowry, the head coach of the Bronx. And again, they get it done tonight. And it'll be Cheyenne Central here next Friday evening at 6 o'clock. And the other game will have Cheyenne East hosting Natrona County. We will get a break right now. When we come back, we'll get to the highlight show, so stick around.
Is Wyoming Corporate Office your one-stop shop for everything you need for your Wyoming-based business, LLC, or corporation formulation? Yes. Service of process and mail forwarding services? Indeed. Fulfill the legal requirements for small businesses based in Wyoming? Absolutely. Wyoming Corporate Office provides the communication between your business and the state, so you don't have to. Learn more by visiting WyomingCorporateOffice.com today.
It's time for the Blodorn Lumber Highlight Show. Stay tuned for all the action from tonight's game right after this from Blodorn Lumber. Blodorn Lumber understands home improvement and construction in Wyoming. After all, as a Wyoming-based business, Blodorn Lumber's been serving Sheridan for over 60 years. Heck, the Blodorn Lumber Sheridan staff has a combined 150-plus years of knowledge. They put that to work for you every day. Have questions about your home project, new construction, or tools? Well, stop by Blodorn Lumber in Sheridan. They're always happy to help you out. Blodorn Lumber, serving Sheridan since 1957.
Are you looking to ease a financial burden, secure college funding, make home improvements, consolidate debt? Hi, this is Matt with Homestar. These are all things we can help you with. Don't let national news stop you from exploring options to solve your problems and ease your mind. I will personally help you every step of the way. Stop by and see us. We are located behind Bison Union Coffee Company at 30 Grinnell Plaza. Find us online at homestarfc.com. Homestar, your easiest way home.
Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center of Wyoming is proud to welcome fellowship-trained sports medicine surgeon Dr. Daniel Lichty to their world-class team. Whether you're an athlete or wanting to continue your active lifestyle, Dr. Lichty proudly offers a full spectrum of bone, joint, and muscle care to help you stay strong. Visit BHOSC.com to learn more. Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center of Wyoming, specializing in what moves you. Now open in Sheridan at 1301 Avon Street, Suite A at the Burton Flats.
This is Troy Baker with Hammer Chevrolet, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. We go to the highlight show. There are a bunch of them tonight, both ways. But the Sheridan Bronx getting things started tonight. The Gilbertson hit Kentner on a 54-yarder to get this thing started. We were barely 30 seconds into the ball game. The Bronx led 7-0. Empty backfield, 5 wides in the set. Colson Kuhn will line up as a slot back. Let's see how the Bronx are going to play it. And they'll bring Kuhn in motion and the fake to give. And they're going to throw a screen pass underneath. Give it to Kentner, 50. 45-40. Got a block at the 30. Oh, he's on the run. And he's got a chance to go. And he is in for the score, I believe. It is a touchdown for the Bronx. Wow. Great blocking downfield. Empty backfield. 5 wides in the... And again, that was kind of a catch and run there on the screen pass. With 3:35 to go in the first quarter, Colson Kuhn would score from 2 yards out. The Bronx would go up 14-0. So the Bronx will line up first and goal at the Laramie 2. See, they got to punch it in here. No messing around. They've already given it up on a turnover with just under 4 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 Bronx on the Range scoreboard.
And they've had a couple penalties as well, so...
Give it to Kuhn, and he will take it in for the score, and the Bronx have another one in. And again, that was kind of a boring touchdown there from some of the highlights tonight. With 11 seconds to play in the first quarter, the Bronx would hit pay dirt again. This time it was Kentner from 78 yards for the touchdown. 14-0 Sheridan with 26 seconds to play opening quarter. Kuhn back in the backfield with Gilbertson. 3 wides in the set, so an extra tight end will come in to block. Man in motion, Kentner. Here comes the jet sweep. Kentner 25-30, 35-40, 45 cut back at midfield. Still on his feet. Oh, he's going to go! Matt Kentner will take it the distance. Oh, my goodness. 78 yards, Matt Kentner. And again, the Bronx would lead 21-0. Then we went to the second quarter. Final score of the first half was Gilbertson with those 11 yards, and the Bronx led 28-0. First and 10 Bronx at the Laramie 11. 4.5 to go. Clock running. First half. Bronx lead 21-0. On the keeper, it's going to be up the middle. Gilbertson to the goal line, and he's in for the score. Great play fake by Kale. And Kale will take it in for the score, and the Bronx get another one with 4:16 to go in the half. And that would be the halftime score, 28-0. The Bronx led it. And then with 9:53 to go in the third quarter, the Bronx would score again as Kuhn went 69 yards for the touchdown, and the Bronx led 35-0. So 2nd and 9 from the 22. Steele in motion. And it's going to be Kuhn getting the direct snap, and he's out the gate. 35-40. Now midfield. Now it's a foot race. 40. 35-30. 25-10. And he is going to take it in. Colson Kuhn just went 69 yards. So 69 yards for the touchdown. Was 35-0 at that point. Then Laramie would score to make it 35-7. The Bronx, though, would come right back and get a run by Taryn Grooms of 57 yards to make it 42-7. And again, they're rolling guys through right now. Getting a lot of playing time for everyone tonight.
Yeah, that was John Henry Justice with the false start.
Kilby to throw over the middle. Got a man. Caught! Touchdown! I'm sorry?
Dave Steele with a catch.
I apologize. That was the touchdown pass. I missed it. That was Gilbertson to Steele for a 13-yard touchdown pass. And then the Bronx would score again, and this time it was Taryn Grooms from 57 yards, and the Bronx would go up 49-14. So double lead, Darren Davidson over at the quarterback spot. And the give's going to go to Grooms, bouncing it to the right side, cuts back, and breaks the tackle.
Oh, my word.
And he's gone! Taryn Grooms broke tackles. He'll take it the distance. That one's going to go 57 yards. And again, that was just a highlight run by Taryn there, and it was almost over. Laramie would score twice more and make it 49-21, and then with time running out in the ball game, the Bronx would get a field goal to make it 52-21. Then Laramie would get one late. 52-27, your final score. And now we move on to the semifinals, and the winners next week earn themselves a trip to War Memorial Stadium in Laramie, and we will be back with you next week. We'll kick it off at 6 o'clock Friday night as the Bronx take on Cheyenne Central. And for our whole broadcast team, thank you so much for being with us, both on the radio and our live video web stream. And big thanks to Ryan Parker, who has done a great job for us for several weeks this year, helping fill in on our broadcasts. And